We want to see all your beautiful sunrise pictures. Do share those with us on our Expresso Facebook page. That's Expresso Morning Show SABC3 using that hashtag Expresso Show.
Yeah, do share those sunrise pictures with us. We all need a bit of sunshine.
Thanks for your sunrise pictures. We've been featuring a lot of yours as you traverse the world shooting your own.
I love sharing it, especially when it energizes you. You want to energize other people with it as well.
Oh, especially when you're up at that time of the day. You want to just let everyone know that we're all standing together in solidarity.
Yeah, the last time was a cold one in the morning. Anyway, listen, from an entertainment point of view, taking a look at some of the latest news from the world of entertainment. A rather sad story to kickstart this Monday morning. If you're a fan of Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner, of course, they're newlyweds, aren't they?
Yeah.
But very, very sad news that over the weekend, we learned that one of their dogs, their beloved dog, is called Waldo Picasso, had died in what is being described as a freak accident. So apparently what happened is that Waldo Picasso was being walked by his or her walker, and then got spooked by a pedestrian, then escaped the leash, and then ran into the street, then got struck by a car, and of course then lost his life in the process. Very, very sad. They were distraught. Apparently it took them about 2 days to report the incident to the police, and they've even have sought counselling from their therapist in order to kind of get over it, because of a very important part of their family. This dog was adopted in 2018 as part of a letter from their original dog, who was called Porky Basquiat. So you can see that it's a dog that's been part of their lives, very, very well travelled, been to Canada and to England and to France with the Jonases. So very, very sad for them. Sorry to hear that, guys.
I think anyone who's lost a pet, I mean, you can joke about it, that until you've gone through something like that, they really do become a part of your family. If I think of the extreme lengths I've gone to kind of honour pets that I've lost in the past, I get it. It's part of your family. It's heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking.
Yeah. So, but listen, we still want to infuse the feel-good emotions into your Monday morning. And what we're talking about in the kitchen, especially on our social media this morning, is about this insect chowing thing, man. Is it a food or is it a fad?
Future, man. It's the
Are we
future,
trying to secure food security all around the world? Is it going to help us? Because with land scarcity, water scarcity, climate change. Should we be eating insects as a way of getting us all to just have something in our stomachs?
Should the question be, can you eat insects? That's the battle line. I think we're used to it. Mopani worms, we've had time to kind of get used to this. But in my experience, most of the insects that we're eating are so fried up and charcoal blackened that you don't really know that you're eating insects. So it's all in the presentation, I have a feeling.
It's all in the presentation. And today I will not stand for any slander of Mopani worms, please, guys.
Hey, do you have a particular attachment?
No, I love them. I can't.
Why?
I don't know, there's something about it. I grew up eating them. My grandmother used to actually catch them herself, dry them up.
What do you mean catch them?
She'd catch the Mopani worms.
You don't catch Mopani worms,
you take
They're
them
in the tree and you take them.
She was a Mopani.
Enjoy a moment in between with McAfee. See you after the break.
and you wonder why. See you in my arms again. When you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love as you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love?
Sorry about
Really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Believe in you. You know the door to my very soul. You're the light in my darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you made all things. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
From rugby fields to pools to the roads in France, one of the hottest weekend of sport ever. Ash, I'm not going to waste any time.
Yeah,
what an incredible experience for the sports viewer, never mind the unbelievable performances that we saw on the field. So much was said about the psychological games between Rassie and Hansen going into this. I feel like the only people whose heads have been messed with are ours.
Yeah.
16-all draw. Have we ever celebrated a draw as much as this? Yes, it puts us top of the Rugby Championship log, but just how important was this tactically masterful performance from the Boks, do you think?
Yeah. Although I think the Boks would feel today that it's one that got away.
Yeah.
I think they had
They could have done
enough
more. Oh,
ball,
for
they had
sure,
enough
in the first half.
opportunities, you know, to get over the line. Missed kick from Pollard as well, that would have made it 9-0. You know, it changes the whole game psychologically, you know, and you keep the All Blacks in the game like that. Barrett missing a few kicks at goal, then you should win it, you know. But still, the character they showed towards the end to come back like that, win the penalty, drive it up again, and then Chesson with a chip and Herschel Yankees, unbelievable.
Can't stop the man. He's got that amazing self-belief. But in our efforts to test a broader squad dynamic, but keep continuity in the way that we're playing, I think when I talk about tactical mastery, the rush defence, the fact that we were able to execute that with dominance in the tackles, not just good tackles, but tackles that took us over the advantage line while still having guys covering the wings. It was, from a South African perspective, we looked better than the All Blacks. In fact, they were making uncharacteristic mistakes
back,
in
they
that
were so
first
under
half.
pressure. Normally the All Blacks can play with that width and get the ball out wide, but even guys like Goodyear and Rico Ioane knocking balls cold, you know, you wouldn't expect that from him. So wonderful defensive effort. Lukhanyo shooting up, just closing down Goodyear all the time. Although the one where Mampipi shot in and then Sonny Ball got the pass, but that's one
Just
mistake,
got a little ahead of himself,
But other than that, you know, the whole backline really before Damien de Allende, strong in defence, knocking over Sonny Ball. Eben Etzebeth was superb, having played last week, captaining the team last week, and now coming up again, flying to New Zealand. You know, wonderful effort from those guys.
Possibly Dwayne Fuhn, a little bit rusty. The only player who didn't benefit, I think, from being captain, certainly in that space. But incredible, and we stand on the foot of some silverware going into a World Cup. The next time the All Blacks...
both teams also kept a bit back for the World Cup, I think, you know. A lot of starter moves didn't really happen, and a lot of up the middle kind of stuff from the Boks as well, where Mampipi didn't really get a ball on attack, you know. So maybe that will change at the World Cup. We saw that one beautiful long pass from Faf to Jason Colby on the right, and he just sped down the line.
Colby,
you know? So that variety is there.
And proving that overseas-based and local can mix when you get that match right. So beautiful performance, 16-all. Australia, Argentina, another real test match there. But so amazing to see Christian Lealefano back on the field after having gone through leukemia 3 years ago in the number 10 jersey. Australia, better performance, but still had to grind it out.
Yeah, wonderful story with Lealefano, but Wallabies will be delighted to have won after losing so badly against the Boks. You know, Argentina were quite quite disappointing, I must say. I expected more, but perhaps the Jaguares has been virtually the Argentina test team, so then maybe they're a bit tired after playing a whole Super Rugby.
A little fatigue will kick in. So not so much Super Rugby fatigue as we see our local stars emerging in Currie Cup. Also an affected tournament due to the Rugby World Cup and the shifts in our scheduling. Roscoe Speckman, Pumas up against the Bulls. He gets another hat-trick.
Yeah.
I mean, he's knocking on the door of the 15-man.
He is, and he's determined to get there. Eh? He said he's playing 15s now, although he might probably still make the Olympic squad for 7s next season. But he wants to push for the green and gold jersey. But the result of the weekend, the Lions beating Western Province at Newlands. Province had the game, they had the 4 tries, bonus point, everything. Stopped kicking to poles, the penalties, took another scrum, lost that scrum, and suddenly the Lions scored. And wonderful try to end by Tyrone Green. He's a youngster to watch as well.
I can hear Al Pacino. It's a game of inches, man. It's a game of inches. Tour de France, Egan Bernal.
Yeah.
This has been one of the most exciting, intriguing, enthralling Tour de France's in recent memory. Julien Alaphilippe, what a champion in his own right. Heartbreaking to see him in 5th. I think the only thing that went wrong with this Tour de France for me was the fact that a guy who had dominated so much and had changed the landscape of the Tour de France, really, the fact that he finished 5th, he deserved a 2nd at least. But it brought to bear just an incredible performance from the teams, from individuals. What did you make of this unbelievable
and from early on already, with Chris Froome crashing out, and all of that, and Geraint Thomas had his issues, and it was just a wonderful spectacle. And I always enjoy the last day because they don't go down the Arc de Triomphe and
it's processional.
down the Champs-Élysées, and I've been there before, and it's just wonderful to see those pictures again, almost like a ceremonial kind of thing. But wonderful.
Absolutely one and one of the most watched in history as well, but a great advertisement there. And of course, Bardet claiming the polka dot King of the Mountains jersey as well, which for a race that was pretty much ridden in the Alps as well. Fantastic performance there. Then very, very lastly, Orlando Pirates off to a flying start.
So I'm sorry for the Chiefs, guys.
I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it.
Seminkosi Lords, what a goal. Again, building on his AFCON performance, rifling it in from outside the box. That's a wonderful strike. Well done to Pirates. Chiefs have issues, eh? They don't know who's their best team.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Their coach is in trouble. I don't know what's going on there, Makosi.
It's tough, man. Don't worry, guys. You've got about 5 days to sort it out. You'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. Some incredible performances, and we haven't even touched on Formula One as yet. We'll delve into a treacherous Hockenheim circuit in the rain, in the dry. Just about no one finished the race, but a brilliant performance from Max Verstappen as well. Ash, awesome
Thanks,
stuff,
man.
Let's just keep the focus on the rugby, shall we, gents? Thank you very much. Of course, another one for the books this weekend for the Springboks, who went head-to-head against the All Blacks, and after facing quite a vicious haka, in the literal last minute of the game, breakout star Herschel Yankee scored a try, with Pollard converting the points to leave the box with a draw against the All Blacks. And although not a win, most of us are feeling quite optimistic and confident with the Boks leading up to the Rugby World Cup in Japan this September.
Now, that's where you get my attention. If you're going to be entering this competition, then you might just find yourself being one of the lucky faces in the crowd, cheering the Boks on every step of the way. Now, if you're a Netbank MasterCard holder and you swipe, tap or scan on a purchase of 700 Rand or more, then you are automatically in the running to win one of 9 experiences to the World Cup, including a seat in the final game.
You got to say exclusive experiences. This is
Super
really amazing.
Yeah.
And also, plus, leading up to the World Cup, Netbank are also offering their card holders a chance to win this weekly hamper valued at 3,000 Rand, which includes this Rugby World Cup ball that Tabis is holding, the new Springbok jersey. And all you need to do is SMS the keyword Netbank and your name to 33728. We have 8 of them to give away, so get in your SMSs as soon as possible.
And if you're not a Netbank card holder and you want to be part of this action, then head on over to netbank.co.za/bucket list, where they've made it really easy for you to find the right type of account for yourself and get signed up. Remember, though, that T's and C's do apply, and they can be found on expressoshow.com. Let's go take a break while you get into it.
Swing the ball, buddy. Okay, is that how you do it?
Money.
Wouldn't you rather be in Mauritius right now? With travel start packages as awesome as they are affordable, it's a no-brainer. So this is your heads up on the 48-hour I'd Rather Be in Mauritius sale. This 29th and 30th of July on travelstart.co.za. With super discounted flights, packages to suit every pocket, and giveaways on top, TravelStart and the Mauritius Tourism Promotion Authority will get you to the islands.
Happy birthday.
Okay, guys, we can do a quick sound check.
First sound check.
How is it different from last season?
Yeah, that's who was that? Damn.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Dial into our frequency on your feel-good breakfast show on this Monday morning. Thanks for joining us, guys. We really do appreciate being in your company. It's so good. It's so good. Now, researchers at the University of Utah have unveiled a new prosthetic arm equipped with cutting-edge technology that not only restores the function of a lost limb, but might even return the sense of touch to an amputee. Absolutely incredible stuff. Brian Smith is here to help us unpack this exciting new revelation. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm right in yourself. It's
Very,
great.
very
Thank you.
good.
It's great to be back.
What an exciting year we've had in tech, man. And this is one of those watershed moments where you get the sense that we are moving into a brave, bright new world, certainly for amputees. How are they able to, because this crosses the line of movement into sense. What is going on here?
Absolutely. So something that's really fascinating, if you consider prosthetics up until now, a lot of the focus has been on restoring movement or ability. If you consider the prosthetics that we have at the moment are largely either to restore movement itself or at least some form of prosthetics for an amputee who's lost a limb. And up until now, a lot of the work that's been done has been trying to bridge the gap of sort of thought and instinct into movement. If you consider how simply you can move one of your own limbs, that doesn't come naturally to amputees. And all of the technology at present has sort of been around developing transistors and electrical arrays that can essentially allow one to manipulate their thoughts and then move their artificial
It's an electrical
limb.
charge.
Precisely.
Being sent
All through
a
electrics.
circuit, yeah.
Now, researchers at the University of Utah have essentially crossed that bridge, as you mentioned. One of the biggest difficulties at present is essentially sending signals back to the brain instead of just from the brain. That's a massive challenge because you're dealing with an entirely new sense, one of our 5 main senses, that being touch. And what these researchers have successfully done is essentially developed an electrical array which can interpret touch and the sensation of feeling and movement directly from this prosthetic limb, which is called Luke, after after Luke Skywalker from the original Star Wars trilogy.
Okay, all right.
And now this essentially could bridge the gap of amputees once again being able to feel.
Yeah. So let's, if you were to break it down to the nanotechnology of it all, how exactly does the Luke prosthetic work?
So there's two really fascinating pieces of technology behind this. So one of them, as I mentioned, is the electrical array, which essentially allows an amputee to interpret touch sensation directly into brainwaves. So it would be akin to sort of having your own limb back again.
Yeah.
The second sort of advancement here is actually software. If you consider as an infant, you have to develop motor hand coordination. And what these researchers have now done is developed an artificial intelligence system to essentially allow you to couple and relearn the sense of touch through your artificial limb. Precisely.
Wow. That is mind-blowing. I almost want to just leave it there so that can sink in. But it begs the question, when will this be mainstream? Because I would imagine a huge amount of resource financially has gone into this. And the commercial applications therein, where is this going to lead us, do you think?
So at the moment, we're about 3 years away from seeing this on store shelves, so to speak.
Wow.
So at the moment, we're dealing with human trials to essentially bridge the understanding of how every single person understands or interprets the sense of touch.
Yeah.
But hopefully within 5 years, this should be something that amputees will be able to purchase and then take home with them to restore the sense of a lost limb in the event that they've had to lose it or have an amputation.
Oh man, that's exceptional. That's
I feel like
really
congratulating you guys
stuff.
for just being human beings right now. Well done for human endeavour, guys. That's
more than that, thanks to the guys at the University of Utah.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Really, really cool stuff. So that's some of the stories we've uncovered from the world of technology. Let us know, what have you been keeping in touch with? Thanks, our thanks, of course, to Brian Smith for always helping us to understand all of this exciting technology talk. But of course, keep up with us on social media, #Expresso Show. What's been piquing your interest?
Well, that's totally inspiring, but also just so exciting. But the one thing I would argue is that South Africa's most valuable resource is the willingness of our people with skills and knowledge to pass that know-how on to others and expect nothing in return. Now, this week, our Mandela Monday heroes are a group of teachers and tutors graciously offering their time to school children over the weekends and holidays to provide them with that boost for them to fly. Take a look.
Matric exams are a make or break time in a grade 12 learner's life, and it could be really stressful if the learner does not understand the material. The Ekasi Educational Initiative is a project that runs in Soweto, the south of Johannesburg, a township with a population of over 1 million. Many of those who do not have access to tutoring to brush up their academics. But the Ekasi Educational Initiative is here to change all of that. More about the Ekasi Educational Initiative. What is it?
Ekasi Educational Initiative is a Saturday school that normally runs every weekend and during school holidays. We cater learners from grade 9 going to 12. We help learners apply for university, and we also do career guidance. So every weekend we have learners coming from different universities, those who have graduated with us previous years.
Tell me about where the initiative started and where you saw the gap.
It was 2010. There was this trend of failure rate, and of course there was few learners applying for universities. And to kill this trend, I then organized an initiative like this, which aims in helping learners to pursue their academic streams.
I'm so excited to meet the learners.
Sure, you come with me.
The subjects I find challenging is physical science and maths, and our teachers here help us because we do a lot of exercises and examples, and that's how we understand. I think our teachers are very dedicated teachers. They take their time, free time to teach us, and they are very caring about our academical success.
The subject that I found challenging is mathematics, physical science, geography, and life science. I'm seeing the change, since I started attending here. Our teachers, they are very dedicated. I pray and wish that God shall bless them, because the hand that is giving is very blessed.
You have professional tutors and teachers that volunteer to be here and help you with the Ekasi Educational Initiative. How did you get like-minded people to assist you in this?
This initiative is an NPO, non-profit organization, and we call upon those dedicated tutors who really want to improve. So that's why they are here, simply because they want to help them achieve their goals and dreams.
What makes us motivated is the fact that they are motivated themselves. They take their time to come here on every Saturday. Seeing them succeeding after this initiative, it makes us to go a long way, really. We do 2 hours per period. We offer mathematics, physical sciences, life sciences, economics, accounting, business studies.
They become high achievers out there, and when they are there, they always represent us. And it makes me happy to see them coming back again and offer to those who will be coming at ACAS.
So you started this initiative in 2010. How far are you from achieving your mission, and have you seen the fruits of your labor?
Since 2010, we've had more than 2,000 learners as beneficiaries of this program. As a result, we've produced doctors, we've produced engineers, accountants, and some learners, they come here and plow back, and they're also seen as role models because of where they are, where they come from, and where they're going. Seeing these learners achieving their dreams and goals, it makes me very happy, especially because I know that kind of township that I come from. I want to see these learners, of course, as future doctors and engineers of tomorrow.
Ikasi Education also has courses in handling stress, abuse and peer pressure. They certainly can do with donations, food and supplies.
Oh, exciting stuff to see the future of our country in such good hands.
Absolutely, absolutely. But now, we're turning the focus over to some music. We're talking to Herschel Girls Senior School's fusion acapella group, who've been making music since 2006, performing a mix of local and international chart toppers, as well as old school classics. And they're here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning.
Yeah, and joining us on the couch is their choir leader, Kevin Smuts, whom you might recognize from the very well-known acapella group Anecdote, and 2 senior choir members, Anna and Asema. Let's give them a warm Expresso welcome, shall we? Yes, yes. And in harmony? No.
let's leave that for the performers to do.
Great to have you guys
here. But guys, 2006 you started this, 13 years in the works that you've had, the Fusion Acapella group. How did this group come about?
Well, Herschel approached me and said, like, don't you want to teach an a cappella group? Because I'd been singing a cappella at school.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, cool. So we started, and obviously the girls that are in the group today are not the same as the girls.
2006, yeah.
So as girls matriculate, we get new blood in the group every year, and it's fresh and it's exciting. So yeah, it's a wonderful group to teach.
And that's the thing, you've got to keep it fresh and exciting every single time a new group comes around. And on the 2nd of August, you guys are going to have the Fusion Super Show that's taking place at Herschel Girls Senior School from 6:30. So when it comes to putting together a show like that, how do you go about choosing the songs?
You guys can talk about
Take us through a typical rehearsal. The first one, you're like, okay, this is going to be our repertoire. This is how we're choosing it.
Okay, well, every week we have this Song of the Week thing.
Okay.
So we all tell each other our favorite songs of the week. So we kind of get inspiration from there, and we also vote every year for which songs we want to sing for the year.
That's amazing. So what did you guys vote for this year? Did somebody suggest Huku? No. Okay,
next year. Who knows?
There's a specific type of song that
you can do Huku Nambia in a cappella, I'm just saying.
Why
anyway,
not?
What did you guys choose this year?
We've got quite a few songs.
Yeah.
But we've got Lolliware and
lovely.
and
How Deep Is Your Love?
Nice, bringing in some classics as well.
Yeah.
But I know that you guys are always constantly working and refining, the type of work that you put out. You've had your debut album, which came out, was very well received. Are you working on another album anytime soon, or is it out and you're not telling anyone?
No album out again, but. Who knows? There might be something in the near future. That first one went really well. It was our debut. We were ironing out a few things, and I think we learned a lot in the process. So, I can't say when a release date will be, but something may be on the cards.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
And for you girls, being part of this legacy of the Fusion Acapella group at the school, what does it mean to be part of it?
Ooh, big question.
do you want to go?
No, you can.
I think it's just so much fun. It's an incredible way to end off the week, and we've got such a nice group of people, and it's amazing working with Kevin and getting his arrangements. So, yeah, it's just an amazing experience.
And you guys have the Super Show coming up on the 2nd of August. What's this show all about? What can people expect from it?
So we put it on once a year. It's like our annual thing. It's a gala dinner, and yeah, it's so much fun. We do about 16 to 18 songs, and there's a set, and then people have dinner, and then we do another set, and people have dessert, and so it's really exciting. The supper show tickets are sold out.
So it's a supper show.
Yeah, supper show. There's a missing P there.
A super supper show.
A super supper show.
My English teacher's looking at me right now like... I thought Super Show fit well.
Super Show.
Super Supper Show, maybe?
Super Supper Show.
That's it.
We're going to rebrand.
Saved it.
We're going to rebrand.
Wonderful. Listen, thank you for joining us and coming through so early. We've heard some of the sound check. It sounds brilliant, and I'm sure it's going to infuse such feel good into our Monday morning. Can't wait to hear you guys sing.
Thank you so much.
Of course, you can follow them on social media at Fusion Acapella to keep up with their comings and goings. Who knows? Maybe a new summer album.
Maybe you join in for Huku.
Hey, I'm down for that.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Clover Classic, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show on this Monday morning. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate your company. Now, of course, we're in the kitchen, and when we are in the kitchen, you think about food and all kinds of deliciousness, and nothing says comfort food quite like a big bowl of creamy pasta with all the right kind of toppings. Of course, you can use this recipe as is, or you can dress it up for a simple and fast midweek dinner, and this is our kind of meal. Very little effort, maximum taste. That's what we're looking for, and here to show us exactly how to make this, culinary legend himself, Chef Martinez Ferreira is in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Clap your pots and pans.
Woo!
How are you, sir?
Very well, and yourself?
Very good to see you. It's been a while. I think I saw you last at the Eat Out Awards.
The Awards.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Excellent, excellent.
So we're going to cook a little pasta, very easy, but very different. You know, we're not using cream or anything. We're going to use a bit of yogurt.
Yeah.
That's going to give a nice acid to the dish. But to start off with, we're going to caramelize onions.
Excellent, okay.
You know, so start caramelizing a bit earlier. Thinner you cut them, the quicker they're going to cook. You know, get them nice and brown, get that sweetness out of it.
Okay.
Nice thing about that then is if you're going to do it, you better add a bit of salt at the end, a bit of pepper, but you're going to carry on seasoning to the whole thing, and then a bit of thyme.
Okay.
Just break the leaves off, you know. You want the little leaves, don't chop them or anything, because you want that encapsulation. It's going to give little bursts
You
of
want
flavor.
encapsulation?
No, it's got an encapsulation.
Oh.
So when you bite it, it's going to burst the flavors. So don't chop it, because it's going to bruise the herb as well. So a few inside, as much as you want, as little as you want.
And at this time, your pan is at about, what, a low heat?
No, you started it quite high with the olive oil and the butter, and you slowly just cooked it, and it's about time. This takes the longest part of the whole thing.
I see what you
Once this is done,
about time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. So you get that going, and that's pretty much done. I've already cooked the pasta.
Yeah.
You know, we've kept some of the pasta water as well.
Okay.
So that's going to help bring everything together, give a bit of liquid, because you don't want it to be too dry. Okay. So that's going to help. And
excellent
also, because the water's been salted, you know, it's going to give extra flavor as well. So be very careful how much salt you add.
Ah, okay. But I mean, you've got to keep tasting as you go.
100%.
That's the secret to it.
You got to. That's what cooking is all about. Taste, 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 taste.
SMS the keyword Clover to 33728, and we'll send you a list of the ingredients to make this very easy pasta for this Monday morning? Okay, so you add your pasta
to the pan, nice and get it going. Keep some of the water in there just to bring everything together.
So because pasta cooking technique is so, it can become rather complex, right? Depending on the kind of pasta that you're cooking. When you cooked it before, do you leave it al dente or just before it gets to al dente stage, so that because it's going to cook some
100%.
more once it's in there, right?
No, I just take it below because it's going to cook longer, and also adding more liquid as well, which is going to absorb into the pasta as well.
So when you take it out of the pan or your pot initially, it's still got to be quite firm. Quite firm.
It depends. Some people don't like it firm. I like it with a bit of a bite, just so it gives more textures for the whole dish.
Yeah, otherwise it can get quite messy while you're eating it as well.
Yeah, so now I'm going to season a bit more. Season. It's all about layering flavors of seasoning all the time. So at this point, I'll take it off the heat.
Okay.
Into a bowl. Because now you're going to add pesto to it and the yogurt. And, if you overheat the pesto and the yogurt, it's going to split. You don't want to do that. And you're also going to lose the color of the beautiful pesto. We've used a basil pesto because basil, for me, has got a nice aniseedy flavor. And with onions, it works unbelievably well.
Fantastic. Add that to it.
So we're going to add that to it.
And by the way, if you've just joined us, we've got ultimate chef Martinez Ferreira in the studio. And he's showing us how to make this very easy pasta for this Monday morning. If you're looking for a very quick meal to make maximum flavor, SMS the keyword Clover to 33728. And our key ingredient that we're using is Clover yogurt right now, full cream yogurt, yeah?
So the reason we're using yogurt is, so you really got this flavor, the flavors of the basil are already coming out now. Now we're using yogurt. Yogurt, cream you can use, but yogurt's great because it's got a nice high acid content.
Yeah.
So that's going to break through the fattiness of the oils and the pestos and everything else inside. So you're just going to add a bit of that. You can add as much or as little, how creamy you want it.
Yes.
To it.
Go according to your taste buds.
Just give it a good turn. Now, it's always important, you need a bit of parmesan. It's also going to give another layer of umami. It's going to give a flavor of, it's going to give more saltiness as well.
Yeah.
And it's just going to give a fuller mouthfeel as well.
Excellent. So the added benefit of using this Clover full cream yogurt over here, it's that is a source of 10 vitamins as well. So you're getting your health fix as well. And if I'm kind of looking at this, it's pretty meat-free.
Meat-free?
Yeah.
Yes, there's yogurt, so it's a protein, it's an animal product, but, it's...
You're on the safer side of plant-based eating.
Exactly, 100%.
Okay. I'll tell you what, while you are getting that mix on, let's quickly show everyone at home how we made this. Very simple. You're going to add some?
Yeah.
Dreaming of a creamy pasta, but watching your waistline? Mix a bit of naughty with a bit of nice with Clover Classic smooth low-fat yogurt-based dairy snack and this thyme and caramelized onion pasta. Melt a tablespoon of clover butter and add a touch of pride. Then saute 3 thinly sliced onions and a handful of fresh thyme for about 30 minutes. In the meantime, mix 2 cups of Clover Classic plain with about 4 tablespoons of reserved pasta water and 2 tablespoons of basil pesto. Once the sauce is mixed, toss through perfectly cooked fettuccine. Season with salt and cracked black pepper. And serve topped with beautifully caramelized onions. Serve topped with loads of grated Parmesan. Creamy, simple and packed with flavor. This is the perfect midweek dinner done in just 30 minutes.
Made with love by Clover.
You want a job?
Prima pasta. There you have it. SMS the keyword Clover to 33728. Of course, Clover Classic Plain is our secret ingredient into making this wonderful pasta with some pesto and those beautiful caramelized onions. Look at that. Work it, Martinez.
Yeah, just want to work it, turn it around a bit,
Is that how you're supposed to use those tongs when you're serving the pasta?
Well, usually I use smaller tongs at the restaurant, but
All right.
At home, just, as much as you want in there.
Oh, there we go.
Going to make it look pretty, add a bit of this, a bit of that on. But
look at that. Let it do its work.
Pasta's all about, you got that nice, you need that nice velvety texture, in your mouth. So it's got to be smooth, and that's what I think the yogurt really does well. It gives you that nice acid content, creamy textures, but it just feels healthier than glugging a lot of cream in there.
Yeah, and of course, Clover Classic also comes in various flavors if you'd like to use it for other uses as well. This time around, for a pasta, SMS the keyword Clover to 33728. Dig in. Are you okay? Well, I must. Let's see. How's my Italian fork skills? Even.
Bellissimo. Here we go. Oh.
Bene, molto bene.
Here we go.
Clover Classic, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
So from pasta to insects,
Yeah.
we are asking the important question, is it food or is it fad? Now, we've covered on the show, as we shift into a very insecure food state, not just in South Africa, but globally.
All over the world.
Is the answer insects? We've even cooked up some crickets. We've made cricket ice cream on the show before, which was actually quite tasty, believe it or
just
not.
2 weeks ago, I was feasting on mopani worms, and it's a thing, and it's okay.
Because your granny was a mopani worm hunter, wasn't she? You were saying. She was a...
but yeah, we're asking, are mopani worms or worms, just insects in general, just the next superfood? And these are some of the comments that you've put through on our Facebook. Here's Faldela saying, ew, I think it's just a trend. And she's clearly not having that one.
It looks quite tasty, though.
It does look good. You want to get involved there. Josephine Adams says, won't never eat insects.
But that's double negative.
Yeah,
so
won't never. So I don't know.
Like saying that you would.
You will eat them.
Then, I don't know. So Josephine will. Okay,
go think about it, Josephine. Here's Rekhopotswe Komane saying, I think it's a trend, but I wouldn't dare to eat insects, I guess. Shamim Omar says, good morning, guys. Just a trend. Have a great day, guys. And then some flowers. Just like let's keep it calm.
Thanks.
Let's keep it floral. Let's keep it easy.
Trudy, I love this. I can eat my mopani worms, only that's yummy, yummy.
Now, you and I can hang out, Trudy. You and I can hang out.
I love it, man. Keep those comments coming. Are you seeing this move towards insects as being a more sustainable food source as just a trend? Or is it something that we can all sink our teeth into?
Or do you think they might just leave a bitter taste in your mouth?
It's your time to shine with Orbit Gum and presenter search on 3, the Expresso edition. To enter, record a video introducing yourself, telling us where you live and what you will bring to South Africa's award-winning breakfast show. Post your clip on Instagram using the hashtag presenter search on 3 and we'll find you. Entries close on the 31st of July. Presenter search on 3, the Expresso edition in proud association with Orbit. It's your time to shine.
Is that a loose one or what? Yes.
And then we go to you. Are you doing debuff for this one? Second side thing? Yeah. It's okay. Cool, we can do it. Wide here, Prosper. Quick run through. Now, you go there.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Expresso. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you. Hey,
Are you feeling the vibe? It might just be your birthday today, and someone out there might care enough about you to send through a video or a dedication this morning. We'd love to hear from you. 071-6406-551. That's the number to WhatsApp your videos to or birthdays at carova.tv. As always, we've got a ton to get through. Let's jump right in.
We do. We're starting on a high note. We've got a video this morning. Happy birthday to Francis. Your family have sent us a video. Let's take a look.
Is he recording, man? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Francie. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip, no hip hip,
Hooray! I feel like throwing in a knock-up. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. Happy birthday, Francis. May you have a splendid, splendid one today. Here's another wish here saying, I would like to send a huge birthday shout out to my one and only son, Atlehang Mputi. He is turning 9 years old. May God bless you in every possible way, my little king. Endless love from your mummy, dearest Mulebuheng Mputi. Happy birthday, Atlehang.
Yeah, happy birthday, young man. Then happy 4th birthday to Azra. May the Almighty grant you many more years to come with us. us. We love you. Lots of love from Mom, Dad, Oma, Opa, Ma, Pa, your brothers and sister, and the rest of the family. Azra, gorgeous little thing, happy birthday. And then birthday wishes to Naira Williams, who is celebrating her 50th birthday today. Thank you for being a wonderful person, the incredible person that you are, a fantastic mother, wife, daughter, aunt, and a really good friend. Lots of love from Samantha, Reese, Kira, and your brother, Tony. Yo, Tony.
Do you know who else is celebrating their birthday today? It's Dwayne. Dwayne is turning 7 today. Happy birthday, Dwayne.
Hey,
May God's blessings keep coming your way. We love you. This is from your family. Happy birthday, Dwayne. And another one here saying, I'm wishing my wife, Munira McBean, a happy 31st birthday today. This is from Tariq and Kimal. We love you so, so much. Thank you for always looking after us. Happy birthday, Munira.
I love the way we keep giving people nicknames as well on the show. We'll give you the nickname that'll last. Then a happy 39th birthday to the most wonderful husband and father, Jean Rousseau. Hoping that all your dreams will come true this year. Keeping your family means the world to us. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, brother. And then I would like to wish Belinda Nelson a happy birthday. We love you, girl, and that's coming from everyone. Belinda, we all love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I also would like to wish our beautiful daughter, Taisha, a very happy 9th birthday. Watching you grow up has been many things. Joyful, impactful, even stressful. Above all, though, it has been the most meaningful part of our lives. This is from your dad, your mom, and baby brother, a.k.a. Spider-Man. Happy birthday, Taisha. And then Kagiso and Omolemo Mashiane, they're twins. Look at that. Would like to wish their father, Lungelo Kabelo Khadebe, a fabulous 40th birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. May God bless you and more so you see us grow to be beautiful people. We love you, Papa. This is from Kagiso and Omolemo Mashiane for Lungelo Khadebe. Happy birthday, Dad.
Oh, I love it. Let's round it off now with a very big happy birthday to my wonderful godson, Tiago. Today you're turning 3. Happy birthday. You're such a funny, stunning, and lovable soul, touching so many lives. May God bless you forever. And that's lots of love coming from your auntie, La, who is Lali or Layli. You are loved, Tiago. Happy birthday, little man. Look at that face. Too sweet.
Happy birthday, everyone. Listen, if you want to wish someone special a happy birthday here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we're always on standby for those emails. Send them through to birthdays@cardova.tv. Include their picture, their details, how old they're turning, a nice little message as well. But we're also always looking for those videos. So send those videos through to us. Our WhatsApp number is 071-640-6551.
And then if we haven't gotten to you this morning, let's give you a little bit of something special right now. Something.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, special family. Happy birthday to you.
Well, on that sweet note, a few minutes to the top of the hour, here are the latest headlines. On the national front, the chairperson of the Presidential Expert Advisory Panel on Land Reform and Agriculture, Dr. Vuyo Mahlati, has called on government to expedite land reform in a way that will not compromise the country's food security. Speaking in Pretoria after releasing the panel's report on land reform in Pretoria yesterday, Mahlati said by addressing the land question, the country would facilitate the delivery of social justice and the eradication of inequality in the country. Mahlati has also called on the government to settle old and legitimate land claims as soon as possible. Moving further afield, medical aid schemes will still be allowed to exist when National Health Insurance, or the NHI, is rolled out after employers or employees have paid their premiums for the fund, says Health Minister Zweli Mkhize. Mkhize told the Board of Healthcare Funders Conference that the role of the medical aid schemes would change with NHI. He said the key part of NHI was for social solidarity, meaning the rich helping the poor and the healthy subsidizing the sick. He said it is a socialized system being used in many countries. Let's take a look at the international front right now. 5 doctors were killed in an airstrike by forces of Libyan strongman Khalifa Haftar on a field hospital on the airport road south of Tripoli, the health ministry of the United Nations recognized government said yesterday. 7 other people, including rescuers, were wounded. Haftar's self-styled Libyan National Army launched an offensive in April to try to wrest Tripoli from the forces of the Government of National Accord, which is based in the capital. Now, the attack was the 3rd target on a hospital south of the capital. Now, talks to try and save the Iran nuclear deal have been held amid rising tensions over tankers in the Gulf. After meeting officials from Britain, France, Germany, Russia and China in Vienna, a senior Iranian official said the atmosphere had been constructive. In recent weeks, Iran and Britain have seized a tanker each, putting further pressure on the 2015 accord. Iran has also admitted to breaching restrictions on its production of enriched uranium used to make reactor fuel, but also potentially nuclear bombs. And finally, Sissy Mandela and Nikki McLeod have just been named winners of the WWF South Africa's Living Planet Award for 2019. They are the powerhouse behind a non-profit social enterprise organization, Environmental and Rural Solutions, based in Matatiele in the Eastern Cape. They have for 10 years convened and led the Umzimvubu Catchment Partnership Program, which brings together 35 organizations to govern the landscape and water resources in the area. Sissy and Nikki are honored for engaging multiple partners and many local communities while addressing diverse yet interconnected social and environmental needs. Both say it is an honor receiving such a prestigious award for their efforts to change the lives of people for the better, making grass greener and water cleaner. Well, on that note, let's take a look at the sports headlines from the past weekend.
Well, the grass is certainly greener on the other side of the ocean as the Springboks have a good chance of now winning the 2019 Rugby Championship after securing a very memorable 16-all draw against the All Blacks in Wellington to remain at the top of the standings with just one match remaining. Herschel Yankees continue his unbelievable start to his international career, scoring a very late try that was converted by Andre Pollard to level the score on Saturday. The other championship results saw Australia recover from last week's defeat to the Boks, beating Argentina 16-10 in another test of attrition in Brisbane. Then on the cycling front, Egan Bernal became the youngest rider in over a century to win the Tour de France when he crossed the finish line on stage 21 last night, very much a processional stage, becoming the first Colombian ever to win the incredible event. Bernal crossed the finish line hand in hand with his team Ineos teammate and last year's winner, of course, Geraint Thomas, who finished second this year, Dutch cyclist Steven Kruijswijk finishing in third. Then back in the pool, South African swimmer Zane Waddle won gold in the 50-meter backstroke at the FINA World Championships in Gwangju in South Korea yesterday. Waddle stopped the clock after 24.43 seconds to finish first ahead of the Russian duo of Yevgeny Rylov and current world record holder Klement Kolesnikov. Waddle joined Chad Leclerc and Tatjana Schoenmaker as the only South African swimmers to have won a medal at the World Champs so far. Then in motorsport, Red Bull's Max Verstappen, he won the German Grand Prix ahead of Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel, who started last on the grid, and Toro Rosso's Daniel Kvyat in treacherous conditions at the iconic Hockenheim circuit yesterday. The 21-year-old Verstappen, he secured only his second win of the season and seventh of his career. The race was a disaster for Mercedes, however, with defending five-time champion Lewis Hamilton and his teammate Valtteri Bottas both crashing out and failing to score any points. Then on the footballing front, locally, early bragging rights go to Orlando Pirates, claiming a 2-0 win over Kaizer Chiefs to win the Carling Cup for the first time, that at the FNB Stadium on Saturday. First half goals by Augustine Mulenga and a screamer from Bafana hero Temba Nkosi Lorch was enough to secure the win for the Buccaneers, while the Amakosi failed to get on the scoreboard. So the teams will be in PSL action this weekend in the opening round of the brand new PSL season. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's see how the roads are looking.
Thank you, G. Thank you, G-Man. Let's take a look at those roads in the morning on a Monday morning, starting off in Gauteng, out in DK, Deep Kloof. There has been an accident on the N1 northbound after the N17 turnoff. The right lane is currently blocked and causing heavy delays, so please do approach with caution. And in the Western Cape, Blue Downs on the R300 southbound, there is a stationary truck after the Hendel Road obstructing the ramp lane, and delays can be expected, so please do keep a lookout for that as well. Off to the train lines, there is an extended travel time of 20 to 30 minutes. That's on the Wellington line. This is due to TFR signaling restrictions between Belleville and Brackenfell. Infrastructure problems in various areas, speed restrictions, as well as sets out of service. And that's where we leave it for now. And now now we take a look at your weather. We've asked you to send in your beautiful sunrise pictures. Nancy Govender sent us his sunrise from Umkomas in KZN, where sunny conditions can be expected with high humidity and pleasant temperatures reaching a maximum of 25 degrees. Gary Okamp sent us his sunrise picture from East London, where plenty of sunrise can be expected with clear skies and warm temperatures reaching a maximum of 28 degrees. And now we take a look at the rest of the country, starting off in Polokwane with a low of 5, reaching a high of 25 degrees. Mbombela 9 and 28. If you're out in Pretoria, expect plenty of sunshine today. 7 is your low and your high is 25. Let me find it here. Johannesburg 6 and 23. A cold start to the morning in Mahikeng today. 6 is your low and your high 26 degrees. Klerksdorp 4, your minimum and your maximum 24 degrees. If you're in Kimberley 8 and 25. Bloemfontein coming through with the lowest temperatures in the country today. 0 is your low and your high is 24. If you're out in Richards Bay, high humidity today, 16, reaching a high of 28. Pietermaritzburg's got the highest temperatures in the country today. 9 and 30 is your high. Durban 14 and 25. If you're out in Mthatha, 8, reaching a maximum of 30 degrees. East London 19 and 28. Northwesterly winds traveling at 17 kilometers per hour for Craddock today. 8 is your low and your high 27 degrees. Port Elizabeth, high humidity today, 13, reaching a maximum of 29. If you're in George, 11 and 27. Sutherland, northwesterly winds at 30 kilometers per hour today. 4 is your low and your high is 19. The Mother City, 13, reaching a high of 16, and a couple of evening showers expected today for Cape Town. Worcester, 10, reaching a maximum of 23 degrees. Springbok, 8, reaching a high of 19. And last but certainly not least, Uppington, today your temperature's 8, your low, and your maximum is 29 degrees. Whichever part of the country you find yourself in, make sure you make it a beautiful, feel-good type of day. Send us those beautiful pictures. Expresso Morning Show, SABC3 on Facebook.
Big or small, we've got it all. Everyone will find something at the Crazy Store. It's no wonder South Africa considers the Crazy Store the crazy fun place to shop.
Well, listen up, everybody. The Crazy Store is celebrating its 22nd birthday all of this week on Expresso, and that means, of course, epic Crazy Store giveaways for you at home. And because you enter in a different way each and every day, make sure that you tune in every morning to find out exactly how. As for today, let's get busy winning with the Crazy Store's first birthday hamper giveaway. Now, we selected our first winner via our Facebook entries last week on Friday. We asked you to comment on our Facebook post. The question was, which Crazy Store is your favorite for all your crazy shopping? And Michael Esbach had this to say. He said, my favorite Crazy Store is in Whitfield, Johannesburg. Well, guess what, Michael? Congratulations, you are our first winner! Yes, excitement, crazy excitement. So let's hear what Michael had to say when he found out that he is the winner this morning.
Good morning, Expresso team. I'm so excited that I was chosen as the Facebook winner of Crazy Store's 22nd birthday. Good week of giveaways. Can't wait to see what I'm going to win. Let's get started now.
So we can't wait to see what you're going to win as well, Michael. So we are ready to spin the wheel, and one of the 8 amazing prize hampers could be yours. Good luck, Michael. Here I go spinning for you. There we go. Okay. So depending on which number it lands, that'll determine which of the 8 hampers you are winning. And it goes. That's door number 7. Congratulations, Michael. Okay, let me tell you what you have won, and you can take a look at the screen right now where you are at home. You've won yourself this beautiful hamper consisting of the following. There's lovely latex balloons in there, polka dots, there's 12 pieces of it, 100 pieces of balloons, birthday balloon bouquet, celebration balloon bouquet, there's foil letter balloons, emoji balloons, neon face paint, cowboy hats, eye mask set, drinking glass straws. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Congratulations. Enjoy that prize very much. Now, the Crazy Store, as I said, is marking their 22nd birthday this year with 5 days of winning here on Expresso from today until the 2nd of August. And of course, where you could stand a chance of winning one of 8 amazing Crazy Store prize hampers. And if you want to stand a chance to win with us tomorrow, then make sure that you visit our Twitter page and retweet the Crazy Store tweet. As simple as that. The competition closes on at 12 p.m. today, and T's and C's do apply. And who knows, we could be calling you tomorrow to spin the wheel for you to win an amazing prize with us. It's absolutely crazy, right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Good. Spin it.
One more time, just for fun. Just for fun. Let it go.
It's It's the Crazy Store's birthday, and to celebrate, Expresso will be giving away daily prizes this entire week. Each day, one lucky viewer stands a chance to win a hamper filled with epic Crazy Store goodies. Ensure that you watch Expresso every morning to find out how you can enter. Don't miss out between the 29th of July and the 2nd of August. We could be calling you live on air to win your share of crazy prizes thanks to the Crazy Store.
So exciting.
It is so exciting. I love feeling like a game show host. It is the best feeling in the world. You too could be spinning this wheel. This is how you enter for tomorrow's competition. You've got to go onto our Twitter page, look for the Crazy Store tweet and retweet it. This is what that tweet looks like on your screen right now. You're getting a taste, and you too could be spinning the wheel.
That's right. The competition will close today at 12 o'clock midday. Every single day, there'll be a new way for you to enter. So you need to make sure you're watching right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Hey, you never know what you might find. It's so crazy. Let's spin it.
You have the power. You have the power.
Get an insurance quote and stand a chance to win one of 6 Samsung S10 smartphones. Simply SMS the keyword funeral to 31492 for a callback and quote, and you could be a winner.
Can we go? Yeah, 2, 3.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary hotline bling.
That can only mean one thing.
It can only mean one thing. It's a Monday morning and it's time for the Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing. It's all happening in the kitchen this morning, and we're talking about some very interesting food trends this morning. Yes, we're talking about buzzing bugs and chirping insects and more. You heard right. I didn't make a mistake there. Now, did you know that some of these creepy crawlies are actually considered to be fine delicacies in some communities? And so the question is, have you ever tried any of these creepy nibbles? Well, to tell us more about it, we have Chef Mario Barnard from the Insect Experiment and acclaimed Chef Martinez Ferreira from the restaurant DW1113 in the studio. Gentlemen, a very good morning. Happy Monday.
You too.
Monday. Happy. It's not meat-free Monday anymore. It's bug-full Monday.
Bugged
out Mondays.
There we go.
This is exceptional. This is crazy. I don't know what to make of it, but we'll get into it as we go along. But let's quickly start by first understanding where the bug bit. When did this actually become a trend worldwide?
So my first experience with these creepy crawlies would be in Thailand, for my first trip in Thailand.
Yeah.
And, you know, they were quite very visually scary for me. And so gooey, so not very appealing. So I just came back, and then we started making it into powder forms and started hiding it in like a kind of gourmet way. So, and that's exactly what it did, helped me come over my fear.
Yeah. And of course, around the world, with food security, water scarcity being a thing, people are really considering bug dining as an alternative. But I don't know, Martinez, is this something that we're likely to find in your fine dining establishment? Happy 10th anniversary.
Insect farms are being sprung out all over the world. I've actually had
farms?
where they're actually growing locusts, crickets, worms, ants for restaurant public in Scandinavia. Restaurants like Geranium Noma's, which are world-renowned restaurants, use ants and lots of other insects on their menus constantly. And to be honest, They're actually very tasty. I've been having a bite here all the time.
I never thought that Khokhabura would be a thing, but apparently it could possibly be a very commercial market. Okay, so what insects have you actually brought with you today, Mario?
What I've brought is actually locally farmed as well, with a very specific diet for human consumption. So I brought with today mealworms. Very nutty, earthy flavor.
Great that the word meal exists in their name. It makes it more palatable.
Yeah. Black soldier fly larvae.
Huh?
Black soldier fly larvae.
Yeah, just a minute, comrade.
Just put one in your mouth.
What? Hold on, man. Aren't we doing that later?
Grind it up a bit. Have a bite.
Oh, man. Oh, are they live? No, they're not alive.
Flavor profile, you're going to get in that?
Yeah, it's also very nut with a very strong aftertaste.
I like that.
Good. And this is chocolate. That's not insects.
Yeah, have a bite, man. It's only chocolate.
Dust it on your ball.
Okay, what's this mealworm? What? No. Okay.
Wow. I like that.
Just like little crunchies.
My mouth doesn't know what to do with it.
Nestle or one of the big chocolate companies should put that on their menu now.
What do we have here?
That's only little chocolate.
I don't like the way you said that.
Okay, so that's chocolate-covered silkworms.
Oh, you got me. Oh, my mind just went like to grade 7 and I had a whole box of silkworms. Okay, but clearly the flavor is there. It's beautiful, and if I didn't know that, I wouldn't necessarily have been grossed out. Not that I'm grossed out right now, but it's something that we can move towards. Let's talk about the nutritional value that you actually can get from these bugs.
So very high in protein. Yeah. Like actually cricker's got 65% protein, where like beef has got 50%.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So the exoskeleton acts as a dietary fiber, which makes it very healthy for your gut.
Your digestive system. Yeah.
Exactly. And very like all the essential amino acids and etc. It just goes on and on. Just truly a superfood.
Wowza, superfood indeed. I can't wait to have my next locust protein shake. It's going to be delicious. All right, so we're going to come back to the kitchen and we're going to make a whole bunch of delicious recipes which all include some or other kind of insect in them, right?
Indeed.
Oh, my word. All right, that's it for the Culinary Hotline Blink for now. And why do we have these again?
We're going to be blindfolded.
Click. Okay, we'll be back with Mario and Martinez in a second.
Well, look at everyone here looking on the other side of the studio, salivating because we all want to get involved with the silkworm munchies right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's so much fun. The Fusion Acapella group, they're here in the house. And of course, they do a nice mix of the old and the new, some chart toppers as well. This time around, they're going to be performing a song for us that came out in 2011. Zahara's Loliwe really just like set the country into new sound musically. And you guys just do such an incredible job with it. I'm going to leave it to you guys. Kevin and the girls, take it away.
Loli wayi dudula Loli we wayi dudula Loli wayi dudula Nangwe siza Loli we wayi dudula Loli we wayi dudula Loli we wayi dudula Nangwe siza Sulezo nyembezi mtakwetu Thandaza. Caesar.
Wow, guys, what a sound. Just so calming. I can't think of a better way to step into a Monday morning. Well done, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff. That's happening here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. They're going nowhere. It's Fusion Acapella. Catch them on Twitter at Fusion Acapella. More from you guys throughout the morning, which is just fantastic. We'll see you after the break.
Wouldn't you rather be in Mauritius right now? With travel start packages as awesome as they are affordable, it's a no-brainer. So this is your heads up on the 48-hour I'd Rather Be in Mauritius sale. This 29th and 30th of July on travelstart.co.za. With super discounted flights, packages to suit every pocket and giveaways on top, Travelstart and the Mauritius Tourism Promotion Authority will get you to the islands.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Drivers, are you ready? Welcome back as we delve into Formula One, one of the most exciting Formula One seasons to date, if not in recent memory. The German Grand Prix delivering even more shocks, upsets, drama than we expected, but ultimately a superb and enthralling race. Chiro, where do we even begin, my friend? You must be feeling so proud of the fact that you were saying that Formula One needs a rebirth, that it needs to have something to reignite the passion of the fans, and we are getting it. End on end. Thankfully, no cars went end on end in this race, but it came pretty close. Where do we start? Maybe with a congratulations for Red Bull. Max Verstappen is a brilliant young driver, and he proved his chops in the rain, not in the rain. That, I mean, how do you wrap your head around an event like that? Let's do it from a driver or a constructor's perspective.
Yeah.
It must have been a nightmare or the best day ever.
For some people, it was a race you'd rather forget very, very quickly. Mercedes-Benz had a terrible day.
They didn't score any
yesterday.
points, then? Nothing.
Nothing. And I think you need to ask the producers for about 45 minutes this morning so we can go
right now. Do you mind, guys? Do you mind?
We can go over this race properly. Verstappen obviously having a wonderful race. A lot of yesterday was down to strategy, down to the calls around the tyres. You know, some teams yesterday made 9 pit stops, where usually in a race they might make 2 or 3. So if I was a pit crew member yesterday, I would have wanted to have been paid a commission per tyre.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it was an extremely difficult race in terms of tyre strategy. But Verstappen was extremely consistent. He actually did spin. He had a spin somewhere in the middle of the race. They put him on the wrong tyres and just went full ballerina, went back to the pits, got back onto the intermediates, which gave him more grip in the wet, and that's what set his race actually for the win.
And I mean, the best drivers were being tested, which brings to bear the prowess that was shown in these changing conditions. I mean, Red Bull's pit crew, and he tipped his hat to them, or his helmet, as one does. Let's do the bad first. Hamilton, Bottas, Mercedes. Their boss was saying it was karma. So let's,
he was upset. Yeah, Toto Wolff was upset. And a huge day of hype around Mercedes yesterday because it was the 125th anniversary of their motorsport team. So I don't know if
Germany.
So they did little things like they had some of the crew in lederhosen, you know, to get into that sort of German mindset, I suppose. And Toto Wolff said afterwards, "This is why you don't mess around with stuff and you just go racing."
Yeah.
So he was not happy yesterday. Hamilton ended up in 11th. At one stage, he was last. Martin Brundle made a very good comment. He said, Hamilton is in 15th at the moment, also known as last.
I know, but that speaks volumes about the amount of exits that we saw.
Yeah.
For me, one of the standout performances, and it was great because I had to have, it was quite a humbling moment to look at Vettel at his best again.
Yeah.
Started at 20 when there were still 20 cars on the road.
20th place.
And he ultimately, I mean, those last few laps where he was able to get himself up there, just phenomenal.
He made up 18 places this race. I mean, Verstappen started second and ended up first. And Vettel, as you've mentioned, started last, dead last, 20th, with an engine problem, with a turbo problem. Makes up 18 places through the race. That's got to be one of the best drives in history. And finally, good to see what is a 4-time world champion not making any mistakes. You know, in a race where we saw 6 cars go off, you know.
And where we really expected Vettel.
Yeah, and where unfortunately you would say, okay, this is probably where Vettel's going to mess it up. And he was one of the only guys who kept it out of the wall the entire race. You know, I think we have a new wall of champions in the Formula One, on the Formula One calendar. 6 guys went into essentially the same corner at the end of the last turn of Hockenheim. And it almost seemed as if there was a very powerful magnet behind the tyres, just sucking them all towards the wall.
But it brings to bear the milliseconds that these drivers have to choose between, do I brake, do I accelerate, do I turn, because it is so unforgiving at that pace as well. When you're pushing 300 plus kilometers an hour in the wet, it's just mind-boggling. Let's talk about the good here. Verstappen, Vettel, Kvyat, am I saying right? Kvyat.
The Russian torpedo, as his nickname used to be, because he just used to crash into everyone. I mean, this is a guy who lost his race seat because he was seen as too unreliable. So this will be a great
so the conditions
day for
kind
him.
of suited him, really.
And congratulations to him because he became a dad the day before the race.
There we go.
Yeah, and he got in his car and he went racing. And after the race, in the post-race interview, they said, "Are you going to celebrate today?" And he said, "Maybe half a beer. I'm on baby duty."
Good man.
So a very good day for him, for a good weekend for him as well. And Toro Rosso will be absolutely over the moon with a podium. You know, they are Red Bull's second team. They do run a Ferrari engine, which does help. But they will be over the moon with getting one of their guys up there.
So let's
it's one they had left over.
And some incredible performances. Heartbreaking for Hülkenberg, I thought, as well, because he was racing such a good race. But yeah, Formula One is exciting again. You can let us know, out of all of the plethora of amazing sporting performances, who got you most excited as we delve back into those news headlines?
Much, Graham. Yes, news headlines on the half-an-hour mark. The chairperson of the Presidential Expert Advisory Panel on Land and Reform and Agriculture, Dr. Vuyo Mahlati, has called on government to expedite land reform in a way that will not compromise the country's food security. In other news, medical aid schemes will still be allowed to exist when national health insurance is rolled out after employers or employees have paid their premiums for the fund, Health Minister Zweli Mkhize has said. On the international front, 5 doctors were killed in an airstrike by forces of Libyan strongman Khalifa Haftar on a field hospital on the airport road south of Tripoli. The attack was the 3rd to target a hospital south of the capital. Now, talks to try and save the Iran nuclear deal have been held amid rising tensions over the tankers in the Gulf. In recent weeks, Iran and Britain have seized a tanker each. And finally, a study conducted by social science researchers at the University of Göttingen in Germany and the female health app Clue have finally scientifically unraveled one of humankind's biggest secrets, what women really want from their partners to make them happy. Data gathered from some 64,000 women from 150 different countries finally revealed that by far the larger majority said that for them, their #1 requirement is that they wished for in a partner was kindness. Closely behind kindness was supportiveness, while intelligence, level of education, and confidence completed the top 5 requirements. The study also found that around 90% of women wished for their partner who was taller than them and preferred men with short hair. Now let that sink in a little bit into your Monday morning as you start your day, as we take a look at the sports headlines one more time.
Touching on the major headlines this morning, the Springboks have a pretty good chance of winning the 2019 Rugby Championship. That was after securing a hard-fought 16-all draw against the All Blacks in a nail-biter in Wellington to remain at the top of the standings with just 1 match remaining. In cycling, Egan Bernal became the youngest rider in 110 years to win the Tour de France when he crossed the finish line on stage 21 last night, becoming the first Colombian winner ever. Back in the pool, South African swimmer Zayn Waddle won gold in the 50-meter backstroke. That was at the FINA World Championships in Gwangju, South Korea yesterday. Then in motorsport, a thrilling weekend as Red Bull's Max Verstappen won the German Grand Prix ahead of Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel, who started last on the grid, and Toro Rosso's Daniil Kvyat in treacherous conditions at the famed Hockenheim circuit yesterday. And in football, early bragging rights this season go to Orlando Pirates, claiming a 2-0 win over Kaiser Chiefs to win the Carling Cup for the 5th time at the FNB Stadium on Saturday. And that's where we leave our sport for now.
Thanks a lot, G-Man. Let's take a look at another update on your roads this morning. Starting off in Pretoria, out in Gauteng, there is protest action in Pretoria CBD affecting several routes, including Eski and Mpahlele, WF Nkomo, Thabo Sehume, as well as Madiba Street. Huge delays can be expected this morning due to municipal vehicles obstructing these routes, so please do avoid the area. And in Khayelitsha, in the Western Cape, on the N2 outbound, there has been an accident before Baden-Powell Drive. All lanes are open, but delays can still be expected, so please do approach with caution. After the train lines, there is an extended travel time of 30 to 40 minutes on the Southern Line. This is due to infrastructure problems in various areas, speed restrictions, as well as sets out of service. That's where we leave for now. The next report will be in just over half an hour. Here's Graham with a look at the weather.
Well, we have asked you to send in your sunrise pictures and you have responded. Stanley Berg, thank you so much. You sent us this amazing picture from Beaufort West in the Western Cape, partly to mainly sunny conditions you can expect for the rest of your day, with very warm temperatures reaching a maximum of 29 degrees. Then Louise Cherry, another regular contributor, sent us her sunrise from Dolphin Coast, where plenty of sunshine can be expected today with little to no wind and pleasant temperatures reaching a max of around 24 degrees. Let's get into a broader scope of your temperatures in Polokwane. You kick off on 5 degrees, going up to 25 in Mbombela. 9 is your start, 28 degrees is where you'll max out. Plenty of sunshine for Pretoria. 7 your low, 25 degrees your high. Johannesburg, moderate as well, 6 your low, going up to 23 degrees. Then a cold start to the morning at least for Mahikeng. 6 is your low, but going up to 26 degrees. Flagstaff ranging between 4 and 24. Kimberley, 8 and 25 degrees. Then the lowest temperature in the country consistently this year, 0. You start in Blom, but then you go up to 24 degrees as well. High humidity for Richards Bay, ranging between 16 and 28 degrees. And the highest temperature in the country, Pietermaritzburg, ranging between 9 and 30 degrees. Durban, 14 and 25. Umtata, 8 and 30 degrees. East London, your low, 19, going up to 28 degrees today. Then a northwesterly wind of around 17 kilometers an hour expected in Craddock, where your low is 8, going up to 27 degrees. High humidity for Port Elizabeth, ranging between 13 and 29 degrees. Some cloud cover in George as well, 11 your low, going up to a max of 27. Then a northwesterly wind of 30 kilometers an hour in Sutherland, where you have a chilly start, 4 degrees, going up to a moderate 19 today. Then a couple of evening showers for Cape Town, 13 your low, going up to 16 degrees with that cloud cover expected moving into a rainy week. Worcester, your low, 10, going up to 23 degrees. Craddock, 8 your low, going up to 19. And Uppington ranging between 8 and 29 degrees. Keep those sunrise pictures coming. We'd love to see what the world looks like from your lens, and have a beautiful day wherever you find yourself, regardless of the weather.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary hotline bling. That can only mean one thing.
Yes, it only means one thing. We're back in the kitchen. Time for the Culinary hotline bling. Sing, sing. Yes, it's a bugged out kind of Monday today. We're talking food trends, more specifically insect eating. And a man who knows quite a lot about that is Chef Mario next to me here. He's the man behind Cape Town's The Insect Experiment. right? So when we go to your restaurant, sir, of course Martinez is also here as well. He's part of the bug out. What can we expect on the menu? What's chirping?
So my dishes ranges from mealworm cookies all the way to cooked dishes to insect ice cream. So on the menu we have bagliatelli, which is a black soldier fly and mapani pasta, hand rolled, basil pesto, and we have black soldier fly croquettes with mapani hummus and smoky tomato chutney. So, and we have mapani polenta fries.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you basically brought here with us. So one can actually go to your restaurant, the insect experiment, and have a full meal and walk out of there fully satiated.
Well, if you have all three, all the dishes, because we essentially, it's only starter dishes. So it's just to introduce people to it, more than a meal. But if they order more, they will walk out satisfied.
Can. So Martinez, I don't know how accustomed your palate is to insect food.
You know what? I've had a few insects, but it's been a long time, so I'm quite excited to try it again. But let's do it.
Good stuff. Well, I'm going to invite into the kitchen Tabiso, whose grandmother is a famed mopani worm hunter. Yes.
My grandmother.
So
love you, Ma.
Mopani worm hunting is thick in his blood, and we're going to have a blind taste test. So Chef Mario has brought in a assortment of dishes here, and we're going to have our blindfolds on. Right? We're going to put out our hands, and Chef Mario is going to put the same dish in each of our left hands and the same in each of our right hands. Ours is to taste each on his command and then tell him which one is the one made out of insects and which one isn't. Yeah?
Okay,
and of course, he'll then correct us when we get. So everyone, gentlemen, get your blindfolds on.
All right.
This is going to be quite the experiment.
It is.
The blind taste test. Okay, so Chef Mario, it's all up to you. Everyone put out your hands, guys, and Chef Mario will dish out what we need to taste first. And so, as I said, one of the dishes is made from insect ingredients, and the other one is not. So we need to taste and have our taste buds tell us. Is anybody feeling anything on their hands?
No, I'm feeling nothing.
I'm not feeling anything.
Is there anything on
Mario?
I think we're starting with the pasta.
Okay, Mario, okay. I feel it's cold on my left-hand side. There's something there.
As I mentioned earlier, it's mapani polenta, mapani and black soldier fly pasta. So
we need to figure out which one it is, right?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
You've got two pastas that you're going to be putting on our hands.
Indeed.
And we've got to figure out which one is the mapani polenta pasta.
I've had so much mapani worms in my lifetime. My grandmother will be so disappointed if I get this wrong.
Okay, so let me know when you gentlemen both have something in both hands. Yeah?
I've got.
On both hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do as well.
So we're tasting left first?
Left first.
Left first.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, or we just go?
Go.
Oh.
Okay. That's left.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to taste right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to call right as the insect one. Tabi, so what do you say?
Yeah, right. Right's the one
Martinez?
with the mapani.
Martinez?
I think the left.
Okay. Mario, which one is it?
Okay, so you two guys were correct.
Yes, it was the right hand. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Need more on there then.
Guys, taste more.
Are we tasting more?
Yes, sir.
What's next?
The mapani polenta fries versus the normal fries.
Okay, mapani polenta fries versus I've got a fry on my left. That was actually that first one was the difference. You could only tell for me with the crunch at the end of the text. You really got to get through the pasta. But essentially, when you put it in your mouth, it's all the same. Okay.
Awesome.
So these are one of them is mopani polenta fries.
Polenta fries,
and the other one is normal fries.
Normal.
So which one must we taste first?
You can go right first.
Right first.
Yes,
go.
Okay.
Yo. Okay.
If you guys ready, you can go for the left.
Yo.
Okay, I think I've got it.
What do you think it is?
I can't tell the difference.
I think mapani on the left.
I'm gonna guess mopani on the left because Tabiso is an expert mopani person.
That's so tricky.
Martinez, what do you say?
That's so tricky.
I was a hunter.
What do you say, Martinez?
I'm gonna hunt with the left as well. And
I think with left.
Which one is it?
Sorry, guys, you were all wrong.
Oh my God! I can't get any of them.
Happy so you have embarrassed your family.
I know. I
But
think
you're the expert, man.
I'm disappointed.
Apologize to your grandmother right now.
Sorry, ma.
Okay, next.
All right, guys, we're going for the black soldier fly croquettes with the Mapani hummus and the smoky tomato chutney.
All right.
Okay. By the way, all of this is actually pretty delicious.
That's the
that's
thing.
wet. What is that on my hand?
You can't really taste.
But you can't tell you're tasting an insect or a worm or anything like that.
No, but isn't that the great thing about it? It's hiding that aspect. I think that's the part that people are afraid of. Is actually seeing what it actually looks like.
Everyone ready?
Yep.
Where are we tasting first, Mario?
Begin left first.
Left first. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
Okay. Croquettes.
Are you guys ready?
Okay. And right.
Yes, sir.
And go. Wow. I can't tell the difference. Wait, hold on.
No.
Okay, Martinez, you must guess first now.
I'm gonna say left.
Left? Are you saying left is insect?
Yes.
Tabi, so what do you say?
I think left is insect.
I'm gonna, with this one, yeah, the texture.
The left had
Left
flavor.
had more texture.
Well done, guys.
Yeah! Woo! You have more.
Yes, I got one
Yes,
right.
sir. I'm gonna spoon feed you guys.
Ooh, how romantic, Mario. Okay, who are you feeding first?
I'm feeding you first.
Okay.
So, what we actually got here is the Mapani butternut soup versus normal butternut soup.
Okay, cool.
All right, are you ready?
Huh?
It's quite weird standing here blindfolded and everyone's looking at you. You don't know what's going on around.
Oh, wow. Wait.
People probably like putting funny signs
butter.
behind your head and it's normal.
Martinez, are you ready?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, here comes the choo-choo train. Here comes the bugaboo train.
And the second one.
Okay.
You guys are ready?
Uh-huh.
Yep. Mopani butternut soup.
Yep.
No, man. That's so crazy.
Ready?
Wow. Wait. I'm trying to find the texture of the Mopani worms in there. So
it's nowhere to be found.
Yeah. I'm only gonna go because like there was a certain peak in the flavor of the first. I'm gonna say the first one was Mopani.
I'm gonna say that too.
Martinez?
First one.
I'm gonna say the first one. There was more oomph of flavor in the first bite.
What do you say, Mario?
That is the first one, correct?
Yeah! Is that it?
Have we got time for dessert?
Yes, of course we do.
Okay.
What now?
Okay, so it's only, we call them buggeroons, which is macaroons made from black soldier fly. So,
Black soldier flies.
So it's only one. We don't have other ones to compare with.
Okay, so
just to show you guys.
Okay, so we know there's definitely Mopani in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's black soldier flies.
So we can take our blindfold off to enjoy this one. I love my dessert, and I usually do a happy dance when it's really good. So
You can smell it in this stuff.
Definitely.
That's good.
Can you smell it?
That's really.
Okay.
Wow.
And?
This makes me want to go back down, Tatiana, back down. I want to see you back down.
That's brilliant. That is really brilliant.
Thank you.
Listen, I will say this. You can't knock it until you try it, eh?
Yeah.
You cannot, because most of the time, it's very difficult to tell which dish is which. The flavor profile is so robust. And it actually feels like you're eating a normal dish. Normal dish at the end of the day. What do you guys have to say, Martinez?
You know, I think it's a great way to bring out protein and give a different flavor profile and experience of food. And I just hopefully everyone just embraces it and tries it, because I think it is the future of the food industry is to try these things and actually put them on your menu, because protein and vegetables, all these things are what we need to look at.
Well said. Mario, thank you very much. All right, listen, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back again on your Feel Good Breakfast show with more Culinary Hotline Bling!
Sing.
Nice one, guys.
Cadbury Dairy Milk shines a light on the generosity alive in each of us. Bring your old toys to any of Cadbury Dairy Milk's pop-up Little Generosity shops in major centres this winter and receive a slab of Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate. Get to Cape Town's Canal Walk Little Generosity shop from the 19th of July to the 5th of August with your toys, and let's inspire a little more Cadbury Dairy Milk goodness in the world.
Okay, thank you, Michael won the latex prize this morning, right? Michael won the latex prize this morning.
Come on, let me show you what it's all about. Finger-fighting mathematics, all the branches of the learning tree. Listen without the roots of love every day. Your education may complete. Teach, gonna show you how to get it. Study and you learn. Study, baby, that's all you gotta do. ABC, do, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Got it all. Everyone will find something at the Crazy Store. It's no wonder South Africa considers the Crazy Store the crazy fun place to shop.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in. And it's a good week to be tuning in. All this week on Expresso, we are celebrating with the Crazy Store, giving you the opportunity to spin the wheel as Crazy Store celebrate their 22nd birthday with 5 days of winning here on Expresso. You have the opportunity to win one of 8 amazing Crazy Store prize hampers, just like the gentleman who got us off to a flying start this morning, Michael Kunrad Espach. Congratulations again, Michael. This is the unbelievable hamper that he won, and packed full of balloons. We've got latex balloons, polka dot, 12-piece, 100-piece set, birthday balloon bouquet, celebration balloon bouquet of 5 pieces, foil letter balloon, emoji balloons, neon face paint, a cowboy hat, because you've got to have a cowboy hat, eye mask set, and drinking glass straw. Unbelievable way to kickstart the party this coming weekend, and we've got a build-up throughout the rest of this week. So don't worry, if you weren't a winner today, you have an opportunity to win every day and get discounts up to 25% off on all Crazy Stores nationwide for their 22nd birthday bash. Not only do you get up to 25% off, but one lucky customer can also stand a chance of winning a trip for 2 to the Maldives, valued at 80,000 Rand. So what you have to do is get those entries in by spending 50 Rand or more at any Crazy Store before the 23rd of August this year. Enter in-store. It's as simple as that. The terms and conditions can be found on the Crazy Store website. All the best of luck. Hopefully we'll be spinning the wheel for you tomorrow.
It's the Crazy Store's birthday, and to celebrate, Expresso will be giving away daily prizes this entire week. Each day, one lucky viewer stands a chance to win a hamper filled with epic Crazy Store goodies. Ensure that you watch Expresso every morning to find out how you can enter. Don't miss out between the 29th of July and the 2nd of August. We could be calling you live on air to win your share of crazy prizes thanks to the Crazy Store.
Well, the feel-good factor is peaking here on your feel-good breakfast show. We've got the Fusion acapella group still here, taking us back to 1969. All I can say is get your Afro comb out, get your Afro wig out of wherever you stashed it, because we're taking it to a whole new level. Here's ABC, I Want You Back.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Teach you all about the feeling. Sit yourself down, take a seat. All you gotta do is repeat after me. A, B, C, do, do. Easy as 1, 2, 3, do. All simple as do, re, mi. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me. Go A, B, C, do, do. Easy as 1, 2, 3, do. All simple as do, re, mi. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Sing it out. Come on, come on, come on, let me show you what it's all about. Leading and writing, breath on the branches of the learning tree. Listen about the roots of love every day. Girl, education ain't complete. Teacher's gonna show you how to get an A. Me and you, attitude. Listen to me, baby, that's all you gotta do. A, B, C, do, easy as 1, 2, 3, do. All simple as do, re, mi. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me. Girl, A, B, C, it's easy. It's like 1, 2, 3, swing your soul, re, mi. A, B, C, that's how easy love can be. That's how easy love can be. When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always been when someone picked you from the bunch, that's when solitude. Always not to take no deep, to take this and do. To show you that I love you. Me, back in your heart. Darling, I must let you go, baby. I want you back, yes I do now. I want you back, oh baby. I want you back, yeah, 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 yeah. I want you back, A, B, C, do. Easy as 1, 2, 3, do. All simple as do, re, mi. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me. Girl, A, B, C, it's easy. It's like 1, 2, 3, sing a song with me. A, B, C, that's how easy love can be. That's how easy love can be. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. I want you back.
Yeah, it is the Fusion acapella group. Wow, guys, you really are taking us to a whole new level. The love on social media is absolutely insane. And you can tell just with how I'm jamming over there that I'm really, really getting into it. They are here with us all throughout the morning, but it's also a bug-inspired Monday here. Guys, what's happening there?
A whole lot of bug food's been going down.
Yeah, man. I mean, you guys embraced your tasting session. Can you recommend something for me that
I would really recommend? I believe this is the Mopani chocolate.
Can I have a little?
Have a try? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tell me what you think about it.
So I've been out foraging, okay, in my own kitchen after last night's meal.
Stellar job.
And we're going to be looking at because it's ultimately about food security and protecting our long-term food security.
Yes.
So what do we do with our offcuts? What do we do with the pieces of food that just unfortunately en masse get discarded every single day? It's a very aggressive picture of you on our social media. But we are asking ultimately, are bugs food or fad? I will tell you right now.
What do you say?
Is that the chocolate?
That's the chocolate. Have you tasted it?
No, I haven't.
Try it. Have a try.
Is this the silkworm?
The silkworm. Sorry, I said Mopani. It's silkworm.
Ah.
Yeah?
I was about to correct you. I was like, that doesn't taste like my banana. I have no idea.
That's good.
Because you've got a refined palate like
I can't tell.
It tastes like a chocolate.
Yeah. So let us know what you think. Is it going to be a trend that's going to pass over, or are we really going to take to it, especially when we think about the state of global climate right now, the scarcity of water and
children
arable
are starving
land
in our own country right now.
So I guess we have to start thinking about how we like our mopani worms, because the next thing at restaurants is how do you like your mopani worms? Medium. You have to start figuring all of that out.
Free range.
You know where I wouldn't mind them?
Where?
I think I'd dig a mopani worm in an omelette. Just think about it quickly. It's like chopped up,
crunchy.
With some. No, well, you know, you can like soften it up a little bit. Like instead of having like wors, you just have. You know what I mean?
No, they've got to be crunchy. Surely every insect that you eat has got to be crunchy.
No, you can have it the way you want to have it.
It's got to be crunchy and salty.
Anyway, when we come back from the ad break, we'll be talking about other food trends that are making the rounds all around the world. So stick around to your feel-good breakfast show. Chips. We'll be right back. Oh, those aren't chips. Those are no.
Oh, they will be, my friend.
It's your time to shine with Orbit Gum and Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition. To enter, record a video introducing yourself, telling us where you live and what you will bring to South Africa's award-winning breakfast show. Post your clip on Instagram using the hashtag Presenter Search on 3 and we'll find you. Entries close on the 31st of July. Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition in proud association. It's your time to shine with Orbit Gum and Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition. To enter, record a video introducing yourself, telling us where you live and what you will bring to South Africa's award-winning breakfast show. Post your clip on Instagram using the hashtag Presenter Search on 3 and we'll find you. Entries close on the 31st of July. Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition in proud association with Orbit. It's your time to shine.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso Live, right here on SABC3. It's a beautiful Monday. We're off to a really good start. We're being inspired. We're learning new things. It's a musical one as well. We're talking relationships as well. We all like the idea of being in one, but can you maintain it once you're inside the relationship or within?
It has amazing rewards, but you've got to put the work in. And we're going to be delving into another relationship chat in just a moment. I'm apologising for my silkworm breath, but we've been enjoying some crazy foods in our kitchen this morning. Let's get back into our news headlines.
Well, just a few minutes to the top of the hour, and here are your news headlines. On the national front, the chairperson of the Presidential Expert Advisory Panel on Land Reform and Agriculture, Dr. Vuyo Mahlati, has called on government to expedite land reform in a way that will not compromise the country's food security. Speaking in Pretoria after releasing the panel's report on land reform in Pretoria yesterday, Mahlati said by addressing the land question, the country would facilitate the delivery of social justice and the eradication of inequality in the country. Mahlati has also called on the government to settle old and legitimate land claims as soon as possible. In other news, medical aid schemes will still be allowed to exist when National Health Insurance, or the NHI, is rolled out after employers or employees have paid their premiums for the fund, says Health Minister Zweli Mkhize. Mkhize told the Board of Healthcare Funders Conference that the role of medical aid schemes would change with NHI. He said the key part of NHI was for social solidarity, meaning the rich helping the poor and the healthy subsidizing the sick. He said it is a socialized system being used in many countries. Taking a look at international headlines, 5 doctors were killed in an airstrike by forces of Libyan strongman Khalifa Haftar on a field hospital on the airport road south of Tripoli, the Health Ministry of the United Nations recognized government said yesterday. 7 other people, including rescuers, were wounded. Haftar's self-styled Libyan National Army launched an offensive in April to try to wrest Tripoli from forces of the Government of National Accord, which is based in the capital. Now, the attack was the third to target a hospital south of the capital. Now, talks to try and save the Iran nuclear deal have been held amid rising tensions over tankers in the Gulf. After meeting officials from Britain, France, Germany, Russia and China in Vienna, a senior Iranian official said the atmosphere had been constructive. In recent weeks, Iran and Britain have seized a tanker each, putting further pressure on the 2015 accord. Iran has also admitted to breaching restrictions on its production of enriched uranium used to make reactor fuel, but also potentially nuclear bombs. And finally, Sissy Matela and Nikki McLeod have just been named winners of the WWF South Africa's Living Planet Award for 2019. They are the powerhouse behind a non-profit social enterprise organization called Environmental and Rural Solutions based in Matatiele in the Eastern Cape. Now, they have for 10 years convened and led the Umzimvubu Catchment Partnership Program, which brings together 35 organizations to govern the landscape and the water resources in the area. Sissy and Nikki are honored for engaging multiple partners and many local communities while addressing diverse yet interconnected social and environmental needs. Both say it is an honor receiving such a prestigious award for their efforts to change lives for the better, make grass greener and water cleaner. On that note, let's leave those headlines and take a look at what's been making headlines in the sporting world with Graham.
After a champagne weekend of sport, the Springboks have a good chance now of winning the 2019 Rugby Championship after securing a very memorable 16-all draw against the All Blacks in Wellington to remain at the top of the standings with 1 match remaining. Herschel Jantjie is definitely the man of the moment, continued his dream start to his international career, scoring a very late try that was converted under pressure by Andre Pollard to level the score on Saturday. The other championship results saw Australia recover from last week's defeat to beat Argentina 16-10 in Brisbane. Then on the cycling front, Egan Bernal became the youngest rider in 110 years to win the Tour de France. That was when he crossed the finish line on stage 21 late last night, becoming the first Colombian winner ever. Bernal crossed the finish line hand in hand with his Team Ineos teammate and last year's winner, Geraint Thomas, who finished second this year. Dutch cyclist Steven Kruiswijk finishing in third. Then back in the pool, South African swimmer Zane Waddle won gold in the 50-meter backstroke at the FINA World Champs in Gwangju, South Korea yesterday. Waddle stopping the clock after 24.43 seconds to finish first, ahead of Russian duo of Yevgeny Rylov and current world record holder Klement Kolshinnikov. Waddle now joins Chad le Clos and Tatiana Schoenmaker as the only South African swimmers to have won a medal at the World Champs so far. Then in motorsports, Red Bull's Max Verstappen won a very dramatic German Grand Prix ahead of Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel, started last on the grid, and Toro Rosso's Daniil Kvyat in treacherous conditions at the Hockenheim circuit yesterday. The 21-year-old Verstappen securing only his 2nd win of the season and 7th of his career. The race was a disaster, however, for Mercedes, with defending 5-time champion Lewis Hamilton and his teammate Valtteri Bottas crashing out and failing to score a point. Then locally, bragging rights belong to Orlando Pirates early in the season, claiming a 2-0 win over Kaizer Chiefs to win the Carling Cup now for a 5th time. That was at the FNB Stadium on Saturday. First off, goals by Augustine Mulenga and a screamer from Bafana hero Themba Nkosi-Lorch were enough to secure the win for the Buccaneers, while the Amakosi, left asking many questions, failed to get on the scoreboard. The teams will be in action this coming weekend in the opening round of a brand new season of the PSL. And that's a wrap of your sport for this Monday morning.
Thank you, G. Let's take a final look at your roads. Starting off in Gauteng and Pretoria, there is a protest action in Pretoria CBD affecting several routes, including Eskia Mpahlele, WF Mgomo, Thabo Sihume, as well as Madiba Street. Huge delays can be expected due to municipal vehicles obstructing these routes, so please avoid the area. Still in Gauteng and Bedford View on the N3 southbound, there has been an accident before the Gululius interchange, obstructing one lane, so please do approach with caution. And off to the train lines, there is an extended travel time of 30 to 40 minutes on the Cape Flats line due to infrastructure infrastructure problems in various areas, speed restrictions and sets out of service. Well, that's where we leave it for this morning. Take it easy on the roads. Here's Graham with a final look at your weather.
Well, thank you so much to all of you who have sent through your sunrise pictures. We've honed in on a couple of absolute beauties. This one coming from Fatah Khan, your sunrise from Richards Bay, and James Kakora, your sunrise picture from PE, and of course Nancy Governor for your incredible vista from Umkamas, and Gary Oakham for your sunrise picture from East London, as well as Stanley Berg for your sunrise in Beaufort West in the Western Cape. Lastly, Louise Cherry, you sent us this gorgeous vista as well from the Dolphin Coast. Thank you so much to all of you. Keep those pictures coming. Getting into your temperatures for the day ahead, Polokwane, your low 5 going up to 25 degrees. Mbombela, 9 and 28 your range. Plenty of sunshine for Pretoria, your low 7 degrees going up to 25 degrees. Johannesburg ranging between 6 and 23 degrees. Then a chilly start for Mahikeng this morning, 6 degrees your low, but going up to 26 degrees. Klerksdorp ranging between 4 and 24. Kimberley, 8 and 25. Lowest temperature in the country, yet again, Bloemfontein, 0 is where you kickstart your day. But you do go up to a nice 24 degrees. Then high humidity expected for Richards Bay, ranging between 16 and 28 degrees for your day. Highest temperature in the country, we move a little inland. Pietermaritzburg, 9 degrees your low, going up to 30. Durban, 14 and 25. Umtata, 8 and 30. East London, 19 and 28 your range. Then a northwesterly wind of 17 kilometers an hour expected in Cradock. Your low 8 going up to 27 degrees. Then high humidity in Port Elizabeth, where you're ranging between 13 and 29 degrees today. George, your low 11 going up to 27 degrees. Then a northwesterly wind of 30 kilometers an hour in Sutherland, where you've got a chilly start, 4 degrees going up to only 19 degrees. Then a couple of evening showers expected in the mother city. Cape Town, your low 13 going up to a high of 16 degrees. Worcester, 10 your low, 23 your high. Springbok, 8 and 19. And Uppington ranging between 8 and 29 degrees. Thank you again for all of those beautiful sunrise pictures. Keep them coming. And of course, wherever you find yourself, regardless of the weather, make sure you have a beautiful day.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary hotline bling. That can only mean one thing.
Welcome back to it. How's your morning been? Ours has been great here on the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ching, ching, ching! We're pretty bugged out. It's been that kind of Monday. Listen, this is what we've been chowing, if you haven't seen. Mealworms, black soldier fly larvae, and silkworm chocolates. That's what we've been all about, because that's what food trends are doing right now in the world. People are resorting to eating insects as a way of, kind of curving around the whole water scarcity, food scarcity thing, food security. And that's what Chef Mario from the Insect Experiment has been taking us through, as well as Martinez Ferreira, of course, from DW 13 or 1113 in Joburg. And you said that you're going to be including some of this stuff in your menu to go, and you're advising a lot of people to do the same as well.
Yeah, I definitely advise people to try and look at insects, but I'm going to be talking to Mario afterwards, and hopefully we can do a few things together and get some insects on my menu as well.
That's what Expresso does. We bring the people together. Yeah. But let's see whether you'll have some potential customers, because we ask people on Facebook whether they think it's a trend or it's a fad or it's a real thing. This is what you had to say via social media where we asked you. So Colin Ludovik says, it helps global warming. You don't have to use the deadly insect spray that damages the ozone layer. But is it vegan? Great question. Is it vegan?
Well, it really depends on the kind of vegan that you are. For what reasons. So if it's about killing animals, then and the insects is probably
I guess not.
Yeah, no.
But a far more sustainable way of looking at food that takes less of our resources. Isabel Andre Ellis says, good morning, Expresso family. I don't like it. Maybe it's a new trend. When there's nothing on earth to eat, then it could be an option. Well, we might be finding ourselves there right now. You know what I mean? In certain parts of the world.
Yes, yeah, for sure. It's certain parts of the world. People have been eating insects for hundreds of years. South America, Asia, Middle East, people have been eating insects. So,
it's going back to our roots.
Exactly.
Our humanitarian roots.
There we go.
Human roots. Portia Setwaba the second says, good morning. Is Mopani worms insects also? Biologically, yes, I would assume so. Like, what's your biological definition of an insect? Something with 6-8
worm
legs?
that becomes something else.
Exactly, that's the thing. The Mopani worm turns into something afterwards. We need to figure out how that biological progression works. But anyway, he says, ha ha ha, funny face. I've been eating them from a young age. I love them, and I don't think it's even about scarcity or trend. I guess to Portia, it is just a simple norm. More comments on social media from you. Tembi so sabelo ngema. a.m. I says, morning family. Well, I just think it's a trend because most of these peoples didn't like them before, but now eating them. Yes, Mario. Most of these people.
I'm sorry.
No, but I get what she's saying. In the same sentiment that for many people all around the world, eating mopani worms, eating all kinds of insects, has been a norm over generations, and now it's being commercialized. But of course, we understand why, as we balance it against the scarcity of arable
100%.
land, the scarcity of fresh water, and the intensive resources that have to be put into, for instance, producing red meat. As we've learned about very recently. But let's focus now on other food trends from around the world. What are we seeing right now?
Well, from my side, what I'm seeing at the moment is a lot of non-alcoholic drinks being made, not just beer. All the big brand beer companies are making non-alcoholic beers, but now it's ciders as well. It's non-alcoholic wines and other cool drinks that aren't based around alcohol. Yeah. Because, a lot of the public have to drink and then they don't want to drive. Things like, religious regions.
Yes.
Why can't they experience a meal in a beautiful restaurant with a pairing of some sort?
Yes.
With a great drink, or just being sociable with all their friends and have something that's not going to, destroy, anything. And so non-alcoholic drinks are very big.
I wonder how South Africans are going to take to that. I mean, we are known as one of the
biggest drinking.
I was trying to find a word to mask that. The biggest drinking nations in the world. So this is a pretty cool thing.
I think a lot of people are getting a lot more conscious about drinking and driving. Also, health benefits of not drinking all the time. It's not good for your liver to drink every single day.
Absolutely.
But so that's a big trend. And I believe the biggest trend at the moment for me is using everything that you can instead of throwing things away, like your peels of your vegetables. Yeah. Making sure you use roots, making sure you use the sprouts, the leaves. Usually we'll throw it in the bin. There's an option to use it because food is becoming so expensive.
Yeah, that's
You got to use everything to the best of its ability.
That's true.
So if you're going to take potato skins, make a bread of it, ferment them. Yes, you can make chips out of it as well, but ferment them, dry them out, make a powder out of it. You can take them, blitz them up and put them into, different purees and stuff. And there's so much flavor. Make a beautiful potato stock for a base of a soup, just with the skins. So that.
What about those onion? The onions?
Burn them and make a powder. You get that beautiful caramelized dark color, and all our chefs are doing that. It's been very big with leeks, onions, so it's really popular to burn the leaves and have that burnt flavor. Then fermentation is massive all over the world at the moment. But again, it's a trend that's come back. We've been fermenting for hundreds of years. But now we're not just fermenting the basic things like beers and stuff. We're doing fermentation of vegetables, and everyone at the moment knows kimchi.
Absolutely, yes.
From Korea, it's a cabbage that's been salted and then left to ferment.
And the Germans do it too in
sauerkraut.
In sauerkraut. Exactly.
100%. So fermentation is big, but you could not just have to ferment cabbages. You can ferment fruits. You can ferment other vegetables. The other big thing is use vegetables that are in season. Don't go buy a strawberry in the middle of winter, because it's not going to taste, and you're going to pay through your arm.
Yes, you'll pay through your arm. That is how the saying goes.
ASS. But use what's in season. It tastes better. Carrot, anything that's in season now is going to taste better than something that's out of season, because it's supposed to grow now, not in winter, or if it's a summer vegetable in winter, so use what's in season.
Mario, are there any in-season bugs right now? Are mosquitoes the thing?
Well, they're all around. There's except crickets though, but
was that a jab at the Proteas?
Wow.
Anyway, I think you basically covered most of it, but if I can add, if you can buy your vegetables with the tops as well, I see it as buy one, get one free, Carrot tops, you can make purees, you can make whatever. You can make powders from it.
Great flavors.
Dry to make it use as a garnish.
No waste cooking kind of thing.
No waste cooking
anything.
is the trend at the moment.
As much of it as you can. Well, guys, listen, thank you very much for the education, and we really do appreciate it. We hope it's been enlightening to you. Send through all of your questions regarding all these food trends, and we might incorporate them into our next Culinary Hotline Bling! Sing, sing, sing! Martinez, Mario, thank you very much.
Cruise.
Science reaches for the truth. It works for the big and small, for the old and young. And with knowledge as our first ingredient, science is at the heart of our food. For differences you can see, feel, and trust. It all starts with science.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Monday, and thank you very much for starting a brand new week with us. Now, in South Africa, the month of July has a special focus on mental health awareness. And throughout the month, we've been highlighting various mental health illnesses and their effects on the human psyche and psychology and physiology as well. And as we round out July today, we're looking at how these illnesses can play out in romantic relationships and the effects that it can have on both parties involved. So today we're asking the question, are you and your partner navigating mental health issues together? Specialist psychiatrist Dr. Michelle Flock-Barnard is in the studio to help us discuss this hot topic. And of course, we'd love to hear from you as well. Send us your questions and your comments on our Facebook page. Drop a comment in there on the post, and we will engage with you live here on the show. Dr. Michelle Flock-Barnard, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So let's first start by trying to understand that when somebody is diagnosed perhaps with a mental health illness, what state of mind do they find themselves in, and how that impacts on a potential relationship that they might be in?
Sure. They often find themselves in a very vulnerable position.
Yeah.
As in, it's quite an insecure place to be in, especially if it's newly diagnosed. So, yeah, the person often feels very insecure in themselves and just they may be struggling to come to terms with a mental illness themselves, and now to convey it to a partner may put them into a difficult position.
Yeah, and so I'm sure you'd find a certain sense of distancing or detaching themselves from conversation, from interaction in that particular relationship, because they feel vulnerable. They don't know how to say, hey, this is what I feel is my feeling, or what is wrong with me, and what has been said by the doctor.
Absolutely, because this, often a disconnect can be experienced within the relationship if the partner is not possibly willing to engage or able to engage at that point, or feels ready to disclose it to a partner. So it can definitely create some distance in a relationship.
Yes. So with the varying degree and spectrum of mental health issues that can exist, is it recommended that a person suffering from said mental health issues should engage in a romantic relationship? And what kind of romantic relationship do they need if they were to engage in one?
Yes, I mean, mental illness is definitely no, can I say, contraindication to be in a relationship. And relationships can provide such a great source of support to a person with mental illness. So, given the different, there's obviously a large spectrum of mental illness, and it's completely a personal and an individualized decision as to whether you want to disclose or not upfront or later in the relationship.
Yeah. When we look at the effects of what this diagnosis can mean, give it to us and maybe explain to us how it differs from somebody who is already in a relationship and somebody who is looking to enter into a relationship.
Sure. So again, it's a very personal decision. When someone is already in a relationship, and it's quite a serious relationship, it would be advisable to, but again, personal decision, to disclose to their partner, as the partner can potentially provide such a great source of support. And when entering into a relationship, you don't have to disclose upfront, but possibly as the relationship progresses, it would be recommended, as again it's such a great source of support. And to the partner who's, I guess, on the receiving end of the news, how would you suggest that they, process this information that they're receiving and its effects on the relationship step by step, from hearing it the first time, whether you were already in a relationship with a person or you've entered in a relationship with them and then you find out later on that this is something that they didn't disclose to you in the very beginning? How do you process it? How do you take it? How do you become that support structure that your partner needs? Yes, so the partner has to realize that this is quite a vulnerable space that the individual, the person that was diagnosed with the illness finds themselves in. So just acting with empathy and kindness and acceptance, and if they for some reason have questions or need more information, it would be advised that they ask the partner's doctor or the local mental health support network for more information, just to help them, gain more knowledge.
Knowledge, because that's so important. And I'm sure that lots of our viewers out there do have questions regarding this topic, so we do encourage you to go onto our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page, drop those questions in the comments, and we're going to be continuing our conversation with Dr. Michelle Flock-Barnard a little bit later on regarding you navigating those mental health issues with your partner in a relationship.
So the final countdown for entries has begun. Presenter search on 3. The clock is ticking, guys. This is the Expresso edition, and it is on right now. You have basically today and 2 more days after that left to submit your 1-minute video entry on Instagram using hashtag presenter search on 3. And we've been having a little bit of fun poring over some of the entries and looking for some of those unique applications that show us why you think you can join the ranks of our Feel Good Breakfast Show.
And the people are going all out on this. I mean, we know that our viewers enjoy all the delectable food that we cook every single morning here. And Expresso presenter hopeful Boitumelo Moloto, who is on your screens as one of the Hectic on 3 crew, taps into the philosophy that goes into creating culinary perfection. Take a look at this.
Why is it that you love cooking?
It allows me to, try and fail and, come up with really good products in the end.
That is really awesome. I love how he says that it's so great that you can try and fail and come up with a great product towards the end. And that's what I think TV presenting is all about. It's about trying, it's about failing, and it's about having fun all at the same time. And that's the kind of person that I am, and I hope that I will be chosen to be the next Expresso TV presenter.
I've got to say, the ladies are putting their hands up for this one. I've been loving pouring over the entries myself. And we found this one, though, from the gentleman's side of the equation. Cody Rinkus, who uses his entry to display an awesome, really fun energy and ability to roll with the punches to serve us with a very quirky insight into why he thinks he would work as part of the Expresso family. Have a look.
You're going to need someone with a dash of playfulness, but someone who's never going to back down from a challenge. I don't even know how to play this game. You're going to need someone who's going to be able to handle curveball after curveball and still keep their composure. Someone who's going to be able to help you get your game face on morning after morning and get you on the front foot.
Cute, man. Hey?
Cody.
That was nice,
love it. Well, look at this one. Last up is Ben Khole from Tabanchu, who gives us everything he's got and the kitchen sink in his all-or-nothing submission to the country's biggest presenter talent search competition. Take a look at this.
Is it coffee that you like? I got the mug. Is it food that you like? I've got the dish. If it's laughter that you like, I've got the best comedians on the show. Choose me. I will bring you all these things. I've got the spoon, I've got the milk, I've got the kettle, I've got the food. Everything that you want. I've got everything that you want. Please, Expresso people, just choose me, please. Please, I'll bring you your day. I'll make your day, okay? I'll make your day.
Man, I think that Ben took show us what you've got to a whole new level. He's bringing us everything he's got in the kitchen.
Buddy, if you make it through to the next round of auditions, that bag of sump better come with you, bro. That's all I'm saying. You're going to be traveling. People are going to be asking you why you're traveling with that on a plane. Awesome stuff. So you can see the kind of vibe that we're going for. Some fun, some gravitas there, but we need to get who you are. That's the most important thing. And please, you have got such a limited window left. Don't miss the opportunity to shine.
Record a video telling us what makes you unique and what you're going to be bringing onto Expresso. Post your clip to Instagram using that hashtag presenter search on 3 and we'll find you. We're looking for creativity, we're looking for personality, but above all, new members who are just so awesome to join our family. So show us everything you've got.
And don't forget to obviously introduce yourself, tell us which city you currently reside in, and that X factor. Give us something different that makes you stand out. The entries close at midnight on the 31st of this month. So the clock is ticking. Get those entries in, and good luck, man.
Presenter Search on 3 is back. And this year we're hunting for 2 new faces on the Expresso Morning Show.
Do you have what it takes to join South Africa's award-winning breakfast team?
Then record a video telling us what makes you unique and what you would bring to the show.
It's the start of a brand new day on your feel-good breakfast show Expresso on SABC3.
Post your clip on Instagram using the hashtag Presenter Search on 3 and we'll find you.
And don't forget to introduce yourself and tell us which city you live in.
If your entry is successful, you'll be contacted and invited to audition in front of a panel of judges.
We're looking for creativity.
We are looking for personality.
And above all, we're looking for new members to join our family. So show us everything you've got.
Closing date is midnight on Wednesday, the 31st of July, so get those entries in now.
This is your time to shine with Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition, only on SABC3.
The stage is yours.
Get in, man. All the best of luck, guys.
And every single day, if you go on our Instagram, we get notifications because some of you are doing the right thing. You're tagging us in your posts, you know. They're so much fun.
Please don't ask every person that you want to propel you to fame to tag us in every one of their responses, because that can go a little bit squirrely. But follow us, tag us. We love to. I've been trying to be as supportive as I can because there are some amazing videos. There's some really, really cool entries coming in. So please keep it coming, man.
I've just been having so much fun.
Me too.
Saturday, like it's entertainment. Just like go through your
value, yeah.
If you search hashtag Presenter Search on 3, you probably watch for like a good hour. And just, it's entertainment.
You'll
right
laugh.
there.
You'll have lots of good laughs. If you see a comment from me with just like laughing emojis, not that I'm laughing at you and your audition, I'm entertained. That's what it means.
And sometimes the comments are even beautiful as well. So you're like just chilling there for the comments. Just popcorn.
Yeah. And I think the fact that people support each other as well through this process. So yeah, all the best of luck. Get it in. After the break, we're going to be featuring more amazing viewers out there who are sharing your dipping times and some moments with us.
And we also want to dip into your mental a little bit. Let us know on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page what your thoughts are on navigating mental health issues with your partner. That's our conversation with Dr. Michelle Flock-Barnard very shortly.
Wouldn't you rather be in Mauritius right now? With travel start packages as awesome as they are affordable, it's a no-brainer. So this is your heads up on the 48-hour I'd rather be in Mauritius sale. This 29th and 30th of July on travelstart.co.za. With super discounted flights, packages to suit every pocket, and giveaways on top, Travelstart and the Mauritius Tourism Promotion Authority will get you to the islands.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Monday morning, the 29th of July, the start of a brand new week, and we thank you for your company. So good to be sharing the morning with you. And of course, in our relationship talk this morning, we've got Dr. Michelle Flock-Barnard, who's in the hot seat to help us discuss and understand mental health issues within a relationship and how to navigate these. And we've been taking questions from you in our comment section on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. And what we're getting, Dr. Michelle Flock-Barnard, is a lot of people saying that it just purely won't work. And I think a lot of it comes from their discussions with other people, perhaps people who have been in relationships with people with mental health disorders. Is it as clean cut as that, that if you are a person without mental health issues and you enter into a relationship with someone that does experience mental health issues, that it just plainly won't work?
And that's not the case at all.
Yeah.
Because there's such a broad spectrum again of mental illness and so many different levels of impairment. Like when mental illness is properly treated, someone can lead a fully functional life.
Absolutely.
And there's no reason it should impair a relationship.
Yeah.
When things are like substances are in the mix, then obviously it complicates matters.
Yeah.
But a partner who's understanding and can walk the road with the patient, and it can be a very fulfilling relationship.
Absolutely. Early on, I mean, we said that for the partner who is the person struggling with mental health issues, disclosure is a matter of choice and comfort.
Absolutely.
Because it is quite a vulnerable position that you find yourselves in. But in the context of a relationship, how important would you say it is to seriously consider disclosing that to your partner, despite the fact that it might feel uncomfortable?
I think it is of potentially of large benefit to the patient, because it just opens up, it can potentially deepen the relationship. Your partner is your life partner, so he or she has to be able to support you in every area of your life. And mental illness can potentially be a large part of your life. It doesn't define who you are, but it's such a large part of your daily life, and to allow your partner into that space it's advisable.
Absolutely. It could be very, very beneficial for the growth of your relationship, and especially instilling that trust that, I'm bringing this to you and I'm sharing this with you. It's a very important part of my life that I'm dealing with, and so I have to share it with you. But then, of course, expectations are a very big part of a relationship. So if I'm the partner disclosing my mental health issue to you as my partner, what are the expectations I should and should not have?
Firstly, I think you should be able to expect an empathic and a kind response, not a judgmental response at all. But also if you, as a person with mental illness, disclose to your partner, I don't think you can expect that the partner would fully comprehend from the outset. They may need more knowledge, they may need more information, as they may not have mental illness, so they don't know especially or particularly what it feels like.
Yes, exactly.
So they may need additional information and counselling potentially.
Yeah. Would you potentially advise going to you want to call it team counselling, if you will, for instance, when the partner with the mental health issue has a session to attend, that you, as the supporting partner, are there, even if it's not to contribute to that conversation with the partner and therapist, but to just be there and absorb what is going on in order to deepen your understanding. Early on, you spoke about, obviously reaching out to organizations, reading up more. Would something like that help?
Definitely, yes. I would definitely recommend the partner of someone newly diagnosed, or even along further along the journey, to take them along to their psychiatrist or their psychologist, just to get more information, to get a professional opinion, to get more knowledge, to gain understanding, to deepen the sense of also just to accompany your partner on their journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you were to look at both sides of the equation, so the partner who has the mental health issues and the one who is trying to be supportive, what are the do-not-dos, the no-nos?
Yeah. Okay, I think firstly to mention comments like just snap out of it, it's all in your head, that type of things, which is obviously not true.
Yeah.
I think to assume that you understand everything about the mental illness is potentially also harmful because, it's a complex issue and it's a personal journey, and to assume that you know everything from understanding everything to the same degree that your partner with a mental illness does, it can be quite harmful potentially.
Yeah. And very aggravating and frustrating in the moment when you're just looking for that shoulder to lean on or that person to listen to you.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to continuing the conversation with you on the other side of a very short break. And of course, you can keep those comments coming, those questions, pop them through onto our Facebook page, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3.
All right, so we've been loving the fact that you guys have been walking this particular journey with us. We have been getting into our hashtag dipping time with some amazing friends of our Expresso family, a host of very famous faces, and of course, most importantly, you guys at home, we've been asking you to send through your pictures of your hashtag dipping time. When do you dip? How many can you dip? We have established that most people have the number of rusks that they will tell the rest of the world, and then within our safe space, the number that we all admit to, and we obviously hashtag at work all the time because that's what it's our job. And that's what my story, and I'm sticking to it.
But also importantly, who you dip with, because we're starting to see a trend here that people are actually sharing their dipping time.
It's all about family,
It's about family. It's about making those connections with your loved ones, and we're seeing that coming through in your pictures. In fact, let's do the first photo.
Okay, so this is the cool thing, is you guys who have sent through your dipping pics onto our Facebook page, we have drawn those that have really warmed our heart. You guys are making it onto our wall of fame. You're going to be alongside some of the biggest names in South African entertainment. Who's up first?
And we're going to look at your picture and your face every single morning. So the first photo we have is from Denver Fontaine, who is dressed in his Buck jersey, and he calls this his Buck Dipper. We love it.
I love
it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there. That's Buck Dipper. That's from Denver Fontaine.
There you go, front and center.
Is that next to Good Luck?
Yeah,
and
man.
Pops. Okay, so the second one is a double whammy. It's from Patty Makwela. She sent us a photo of herself and her daughter dipping their oma, and we just love it. This is their early morning dip. Kirata mabikiri. Do you see these nice?
Oh, cute, man. I dig the cup. I dig the onesie.
That's so cool.
Absolutely beautiful. Where can we put you guys? I'm going to put them right
next
here
to me there,
because they are just too gorgeous for words.
I love it.
Well done, fam.
Well done. Love it, Patty. Okay, so the third one. Okay, so this third one, there we go, is from Diane Johnson and his daughter sharing a cup of tea in their winter robes. No better dipping time than with Dad. How's that?
That's very sweet. That is a
with
tradition. I will undoubtedly pick up. I'm going to pop you in right over here. Tash, look how happy Tash is to have you joining the family there. Well done.
Next to Tash and Lindo there. Beautiful stuff. Okay, so up next is a photo from Ramotsubana Sateke. This is a mom who has it all figured out. Here she is with her box of buttermilk rusks and her little girl just pouring her some fresh coffee. Get lemo. Yes, mom. Love it. Love it.
Unashamedly with the whole box. And she's going to guard that box.
She's got the whole box, but as well.
You're going to come in there next to Pops doing his over the shoulder. I don't know what version, the morning yoga dip. There we go.
That's beautiful. So this one is a really lovely one. Next photo from Manny Mostert, who is living his best life in front of the fireplace with his Oma rusk and coffee. Absolutely love it. Oh, that's a nice
photo. Is this Manny, you said?
That's a nice photo. He's keeping it nice and cozy.
You're living the life, brother. You're living the life. We're going to have to... Actually, I'm going to put you up top here because you just are setting lifestyle goals there, Manny. Nicely done.
Works. Right next to Palisa there. Okay, cool. So our last photo today is probably the most Oma rusks we have seen in one go. This is over 30 people each with a box of Oma rusks in hand. Nothing better than a road trip dip with your friends. Absolutely agree. Thank you so much for sending this through. This is from Kerry Holt.
Shame. This dude doesn't have his box check. He's like, no one's going to share.
There's always that guy, but I'm sure there's plenty to go around. There's plenty to share there. There we go.
Cute.
Thank you so much. We love it, Kerry. That's beautiful.
We're going to start a new tier here, seeing as we've got so many. You guys are bringing up the bass.
Yeah, oh look,
Beautiful.
Omar Rucks are definitely working out there. It seems we're going to be able to fill this wall up a lot
Nice.
quicker than what we think. And we want you all to keep sending your dipping time photos. And this week, when you do send in your dipping time photo, you stand a chance of winning a 2,000 Rand Swatch watch voucher.
Very nice.
And a 500 Rand Omar Rucks camper.
That is beautiful. That's a lot of rust you can share with that dude. You can share with this guy sitting on the edge there. Thank you so much. Keep those pictures coming. What time of the day? Hashtag dipping time is your favorite time to dip. And who, clearly, are you wanting to do it with? Because it's all about sharing. It's about family. It's about savoring those beautiful moments.
Those T's and C's do apply. You can find them on expressoshow.com. Get into it.
Anytime is dipping time.
Cadbury Dairy Milk shines a light on the generosity alive in each of us. Bring your old toys to any of Cadbury Dairy Milk's pop-up Little Generosity shops in major centres this winter and receive a slab of Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate. Get to Cape Town's Canal Walk Little Generosity shop from the 19th of July to the 5th of August with your toys, and let's inspire a little more Cadbury Dairy Milk goodness in the world.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show on this Monday morning, the start of a brand new day. So good to be in your company. And relationship talk time it is right now. We have Dr. Michelle Vlok-Barnard, psychiatrist, here to talk to us through navigating mental health issues along with your partner in a relationship. And we've also been taking in comments from you on our Facebook page, which we love. Thank you very much for that. Oratile Nobuhle Benedette says, I, for one, have mental health issues and have been fortunate enough to have a supportive and loving partner that always wants to know more about mental health. And that is great. That's the kind of
wonderful.
support you're looking for out there. Lebohang Kodisang says, I was born in July, and I never knew that July was Mental Health Awareness Month. I grew up with low self-esteem. I suffered epilepsy for about 8 years. And just last year, I lost my son. Having a supportive person means a lot. Organizations like SADAG play a big role too. Thanks for the show. I'm learning a lot. We really do appreciate that. And we've had a couple of comments as well where people say from their experience and people they've spoken to, relationships with people that have mental issues don't work. But I think it's like anything else in life. It's an isolated issue. There's no standalone rule that says that, because on the opposite end of it, we have people like Lebohang who says, Oratile, who says that she's had somebody who's supportive and wants to know more about the mental health scenario in their lives. So we spoke about the do's, we spoke about the don'ts. When it comes to being a partner who needs to understand the gravity of what is going on in a person's mind, a person who's struggling with mental health issues, what would you say to them?
I think because there's such an amount of stigma still attached to mental health, even personal internalized stigma, the partner has to understand that the person being diagnosed with mental illness is in a very vulnerable position, and he or she puts himself out there in a very, trusting their partner to not reject them. They're expecting just kindness, acceptance, empathy. So it's absolutely important to provide them with that sense of security and not rejection.
Yeah. When it comes to that initial moment of revelation, would you advise that couples do it in their own personal capacity at home, or should they do it with a professional around in order to, ease the blow, create a space for understanding? What would you say?
I think it depends on the person being diagnosed with the illness. It's absolutely a personal decision. If they feel more comfortable at home with just the two of them, then I would recommend that. But if they need a third party, like a psychiatrist or a psychologist involved, then that would be recommended as well. So it's absolutely an individualized decision.
Yeah. Another question I have, what would you do or what would you suggest someone does if the partner exhibits some kind of resistance or difficulty in understanding just how deep this problem is with you as a partner who's suffering from mental health issues?
Then I would really recommend them to go seek help from or seek knowledge and understanding from a professional to deepen their level of understanding and just read up. You know, there are great resources like on SADC, for instance, about all types of mental illnesses. So just to, before, you know, ending the relationship or something extreme, just deepen the level of understanding.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Dr. Michelle Flopwana, thank you very much for joining us. We do appreciate it. And as we, of course, as we said, wrap up the month of July, which is Mental Health Awareness Month, we hope these conversations have been enlightening to you and have offered some form of strength and understanding to know that there is a whole community of people out there that are open to having these discussions, understanding and learning more. And if you are looking for support, there is a 24-hour helpline, the South African Depression and Anxiety Group. You can call them on 0800 567 567. That number one more time, 0800 567 567. You can catch them also all across social media. Their handle at the SADC. And of course, get your questions in there. It's very, very important that you don't try and handle these issues on your own. There is help out there. Make use of it. And once again, thank you, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, man. We're learning every single day. We learn about our lives and our relationships, how to navigate those, but we also learn how to just be able to navigate our way better in the kitchen when it comes to making food. And it's a Monday. It's the start of a brand new week, but it means it's the start of a brand new sort of outlook in terms of what you can do and what you're able to do in the kitchen. And every single time I see Tash, I know that I'm about to get schooled. So I've got my notes down. And for this particular one today, you can SMS the keyword "be well" to 33728. We'll send you an SMS with a link to the recipe. We're making a dish straight out of the USA, which is absolutely amazing. It's the American answer to the burger. It's patty melts, which is it just sounds so delicious already. They are guaranteed to please, and they can be put together in a breeze. Crispy, crusty bread, caramelized onions, and melted cheese, all brought together by Be Well mayonnaise. Tash, you are about to get going, and I'm about to start learning. The keyword is "be well" to 33728. So, what are we making? How do you do it?
We are making malt, as you've said. The main ingredient in a malt would be your cheese, but we're using this beautiful mayonnaise here, which is it's endorsed by cancer because it's got a high content of omega-3. It also has vitamin E, which is very nice for your skin.
Now, that's great news. That's what I like to hear. It's about nutrition, but it's also about paying attention to the diet and health aspects of it, because Be Well is the only mayo, the only product really endorsed by the Heart and Stroke Foundation of South Africa. It carries that Cancer Smart Choice seal, so you know you are making the right choice for your health. And when it comes to your diet and your health, it is really high in vitamin E, which you've already mentioned, high in omega-3s. They're absolutely amazing. It helps lowers the risk of heart disease, depression, and arthritis. We love to hear that.
So what I've put in here is mustard seeds. I've got parsley and I've got spice here. So you can use any protein that you want. So you can use chicken, you can use, this is beef. So it's nice and lean, and you don't want to overmix this, because when you overmix it, the meat is going to get tough. So
is that the trick to keeping the meat nice and soft, not overmix it? Okay, cool.
And the nice thing about using beef is that you don't have to cook it all the way through. You can sort of do it medium rare or so,
depending on your
you like it. So Tabs, I'm going to need for you to assist me. We've got we've got oregano, we've got salt, we've got pepper. We are going to use our nice mayonnaise. So please dip it in there, and then we are going to flavor it up.
How much mayo is too much mayo, Tash? Is there even such a thing?
No, mayo is never too much.
Yeah, because for me, I can also go on. I can go on and on. Okay, cool. So is this enough?
Yes, that's
okay.
that's enough. So what we want to do here is to shape our patty. As you can see, I'm not pressing it down.
Yes, because you still want to keep it soft.
Yes. So you can use any type of bread that you want, as long as it's a nice toasting bread.
Okay. All
okay.
Right.
As you can see, there's the shape. You can easily lift it up, so you don't even need to egg it up so that it stays together.
For me, I like that because it screams convenience. You're not spending lots of time trying to prepare what this meal will look like. You're just doing it quickly and throwing it in there.
Easy ingredients. As you can see here, we've got our bread. So what we are going to do, please mix in the oregano, salt and pepper for me.
All right. I like feeling useful in the kitchen. Very minimal involvement,
put that
but
in.
A
Not
little
too
bit of
much
salt.
salt.
Yeah. So a pinch of salt.
Yes. Thank
That's
you,
enough,
Salt Bay.
Salt Bay.
We're going to put in the cheese in there, which is the melty part. So after we warm the bread up, we toast it. It's going to have that nice stretch, and it's going to become gooey inside.
That is what we're looking for. The keyword once again is be well. SMS be well to 33728. We'll SMS you the link, and you'll quickly know how to make this yourself at home.
That's done.
The nice thing I love about the Be Well Mayo journey that we've been taking here is we're learning so much about, obviously, the flavors of the different meals that we prepare, but we love the fact that Be Well Simply garlic oil, for example, which we're going to be using here, is so good in terms of like what it does for the flavor. It's very, very easy. Which means the flavor of your food still shines through, so you're not just tasting the olive oil.
It's convenient because you don't need to be chopping up some garlic, and you don't need to be using a lot of ingredients for only one thing. We've got caramelized onions here. As you can see, we've done our mayo with our cheese, so we are quickly going to put it there.
Okay, cool. So while Tash continues to do this, take a look at a recap and follow those step-by-step situations going on there. This looks good.
Looks amazing.
Well, we did say it was quick and easy to make, and that's happening in the pan right now. But we did make one earlier on, which I'm going to invite some people to come taste, right? Because you want to make sure that people enjoy the food to actually make it. Where's... oh, no. Okay, we're going to taste it by ourselves. We're not sharing. We're not sharing. Tash, tata ipisi.
So tata ipisi. I'll grab that one.
Okay, let's go. Okay, is that what we do? Oh wow, that's quite. Oh wow, no, it's so yum. It's crunchy.
The crunch.
It's good. It just feels good. It tastes so good. Thank you so much.
It does.
Be well. To 33728. We'll SMS you a link to the recipe. I see Bob and Bella want to get involved there as well.
Wait, are they?
Come get involved, guys.
I just heard the biggest, loudest crunch ever. Sis Princess, we've been dining on insects all morning. Do we have anything fresh that isn't insect-based food for us?
I have a fresh baked croissants.
Oh, it sounds lovely.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I'll have one, please, Sis Princess, along with my next round of your best grind.
Yeah, baby.
All right, we're going to take a break, aren't we?
The show's almost over. Heartbreaking as it is. Stay tuned. We'll be back in like 2 seconds.
You also.
Aw, thanks, man. Where's the more party?
Enjoy a moment in between with McAfee. See you after the break.
Cadbury Dairy Milk shines a light on the generosity alive in each of us. Bring your old toys to any of Cadbury Dairy Milk's pop-up Little Generosity shops in major centres this winter and receive a slab of Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate. Get to Cape Town's Canal Walk Little Generosity shop from the 19th of July to the 5th of August with your toys, and let's inspire a little more Cadbury Dairy Milk goodness in the world.
How deep is your life?
1, 2.
'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. I belong to you and me. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show. Sorry, guys. We didn't make enough for everyone, but you got to keep your vocal cords clear for this, right? So
of course.
you guys have been here entertaining us throughout the morning. Right now, you're taking it to a whole new level, sealing it off with How Deep Is Your Love, a classic of note. Enjoy, guys. Catch you later.
1, 2. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. I see your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander from me, I wanna feel in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warming your love as you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. I believe in you. You know the door to my very soul. You're the Lord, you're the deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think that I care for you, and you know that inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Na 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 na. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me.
How deep is our love for you, ladies? Very, very deep indeed. Go ahead and support them. They have the Fusion Supper Show that's happening on the 2nd of August. I just needed to make sure that I get that right. The show starts at 6:30, but you want to be at 6 o'clock. Get your tickets, and you can see them performing a variety of acapella songs while you enjoy supper as well. Thank you very much for the music, ladies. Thanks, Kev.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Well, we're nearing the end of the show. It's been such a fantastic time, guys.
It's been great, man. Yeah.
Wow. You know, the ladies have been obsessing over Sir John and Woolie's collaboration when it comes to the makeup and all of that. So they've done a refreshed version of it now. They've come up with a whole new range. That's something you want to be hearing about if you are into makeup as a lady or a gent. That's happening tomorrow on the show.
Yeah,
excellent.
from one of the best. And of course, we continue our exploration, almost done with Mental Health Awareness Month being July, but we want to continue that conversation, I think, long after something that is very much misunderstood, schizophrenia. Going to be a difficult discussion, but every one of these talks is about breaking down the stigma, opening up a conversation, and hopefully empathizing with those that are going through it. So, looking forward to that.
Chocolate buns also a thing for tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, really looking forward to chocolate buns tomorrow after today.
It's going to be great.
And there will be no bugs, insects in it, but I've got a newfound respect for insects, I have to say.
You have to. Also, we'll be exploring Travel Tuesdays, 48 hours Mauritius with Travel Start.
Madness.
Bringing you the latest that they have over there. And of course, remember that we are celebrating the Crazy Store's 22nd birthday, and all you got to do is head on over to our Twitter page and then retweet the Crazy Store post. And who knows, we could be calling you tomorrow to spin the crazy wheel to win one of those 8 magnificent prize hampers. So you got until 12 o'clock to enter the competition. So go right ahead. Don't miss out on the opportunity to win some crazy prizes.
So easy to enter. All you have to do is just go retweet.
Yeah.
Just go and do it, man. And hopefully we'll be choosing you. And of course, most importantly, I know your day is just beginning, so you can go out there and make of it what you will. Make sure it's positive. Make sure you go and affect other people's lives in a positive way. But have a blast, man.
How about this? Make someone smile out there today.
Oh, man.
See you tomorrow.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Too much. Bye.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.